Hello, everybody, and welcome to Floating Fortress. Our players, well, they've survived their encounter with the weird slimes. They survived in their encounters with the Verasi scouts, let's call them. And here we sit, having gained enough experience to level, but not being in a rested state so that we can level immediately. On this island, having sent back your boatmen with the cave nearby, and 17 orcs and humans guarding the cave entrance. One human officer commanding about 8 orcs and 8 humans underneath them. The orcs are armed with axes. The humans, 4 of them have spears and shields. 4 of them have crossbows. The humans with spears and shields are the most heavily armored, but there's only 4 of them. You got the 4 crossbowmen. Then you got the 8 orcs and the 1 officer who's sword and shield. And here we are on the island of Hunter's Bay.
So let's set the scene. We've just finished our conversation with Selma Tailwind, and her and her troops have walked directly towards the cave. And that all of them are standing outside it. None of them have gone in yet.
They're setting up their camp out there. Selma is getting on the boat with her people, and she's going to leave. She's headed elsewhere. And
so she's leaving the 8 humans and the 8 orcs, and they're all armed and armored, but the humans are better armed and armored.
The humans are better armored.
Okay.
And the orcs are better armed.
What are we talking about armor-wise here?
The humans, the spearmen have leather armor with shields, so their AC is like 14, 15. The bowmen just have like gambesons on, so AC 11, but they have crossbows. And the orcs have big old heavy axes, and then just like leather armor. So like AC 12 for the orcs, but then their damage output could be scary.
So there's 8 axe orcs, 4 crosswomen and 4 armored
spearmen, and one proper guy with like chainmail and a shield and a sword who looks like one proper leader.
So that's not Selma, that's a different officer.
Right, that's the whatever officer is in charge of this little outpost that they made here.
So we've just finished our conversation with them, and I'd like to just recap with the party here. What did we actually say to them? We didn't tell them that we'd been in there and killed all a bunch of slimes, did we?
No.
Yeah.
And they're
did we not? We kind of said that. I
think we said we fought one. I don't think that we said
we didn't say
we
went into the cave super far in and murdered 15 slimes, but I think that there was talk about going into the cave, and then maybe there being
definitely
one.
saying that we followed the tracks of the slime. Yeah.
And killed one of them, yeah. So we've sent our boat.
But you said that the village was attacked by slime creatures and that they went into that cave.
By a slime creature, I think specifically, but yeah.
Yeah. And then Elijah handed over the key to the treasury to Selma.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We've sent our boatman back to the island, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rory has left.
So I think that shall we head to one of the taverns? I think I saw one that didn't have too many people in there.
Well, I've got another place to check out. It's on the complete opposite side. It's
What's that?
I don't remember out of character the name of the person. It was like Ryder. It was the person who Hunter's Bay is named after.
Oh, yeah.
The hero.
Yeah.
Autumn Hunter.
Autumn, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go and check it out then. There's probably a tavern on that side of the island.
What did you say was over here about them?
I believe that you said Autumn Hunters. There was a person named Autumn who lived exactly here. It was on the exact opposite side.
No. We're getting something mixed up here, because the person who founded this place didn't live necessarily in any one of these houses.
Correct.
Like they founded this place long
It was
time
someone
ago.
named after that person who basically I was believing to maybe be a descendant.
Right. Okay. Cool.
So what's the plan
the
here?
party can make your way.
Did the big ship
we're waiting
leave?
for Rory till tomorrow, right?
Yeah, well, Selma has, found that this is not the place where... Yeah, Selma has found that this is not the place where the gods have landed, and her job is to go find where the gods have landed. Everyone here is dead, and there's some monsters in a cave. So she's sent her soldiers to, hold down that fort for a while. I'm going to come and check up on you. We're going to head to the next island over. see if we can't find where the gods landed. So she and most of her people are hopping on a boat, and they're heading out.
And there's 16 people left at this cave.
Yeah.
Are they heading to Aknara?
Probably. They're an island over.
They're not telling you their plans, but they're looking for...
As we're walking around the bay to the other side of the island, I say, maybe we should have told her that this is where the gods landed. I mean, everyone here is dead. They might believe it.
Rug. How would we know where the gods landed? Wouldn't we be dead if we were here too?
If we were on Aknara, we might have seen it.
I mean, it seems like the evidence is here. Everybody's dead. Seems like a very possible place that it landed.
Yeah, but she obviously doesn't think so. Otherwise, she wouldn't have left, right?
Maybe she's investigating. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm worried. I hope she's not heading to Aknara.
Probably is. I mean, that's why we sent the guy ahead.
What do you think? Do you think Zephyr's plans worked yet? Do you think she's covered up the door?
Not a chance. It's been 24 hours.
But Zephyr's a very capable half-elf.
Yes, she is, but there's only so much you can do in 24 hours. The door would have been covered by now if it could have been done.
Yeah, but she only just had the idea, right? Before we left, didn't Zephyr say that she had a great idea?
I think that Zephyr is, if I do say so myself, quite capable as a leader, and we should, not lose faith in her that she could do this.
Well, I'm sure Zephyr will figure something out. I just don't think the door is going to be covered.
I also don't think we need to hurry all the way back. I'm kind of thinking we're making some important connections here, guys. Like, this could be... Maybe this is an opportunity for us, I don't know about you, but I think Selma, she I think she saw something in me. I think there was some mutual respect there, don't you think?
No, I
Elijah,
think you gave up all of the money.
Well, the money wasn't ours to give up.
That was obviously...
Elijah,
I'm sorry, but that was a negotiating tactic, of course, and I think it'll work in our favor.
I trust Elijah to do what's best with the money. I mean, he knows coins and stuff. Like, I wouldn't tell you how to forge an axe.
Also, not to
That's a ridiculous argument.
Also, not to get on a moral high horse here, but that wasn't our money to begin with. That wasn't our money to give away in the first place. And I, for one, never wanted to take any of it for myself. I just wanted to make sure it, stays safe.
No, but we needed it for the mission.
Well, it's not their money either, Elijah. I think that's the key point. But this money aside, you can't trust these people, Elijah. You should see what they've done to the elves in the forests. They've burned everything they can get their hands on. They're destroying. They're murdering people. They're awful people. You can't trust them, even if they do pay you in good coin.
And I hear that, but what I'm saying is just, and we hear all the stories in Just Stars Bay, and I've personally always thought that these people were violent crooks, honestly, but it's just that, some people hold certain power, and I think we got to be realistic at some point that, if these people, if they make their way over to Agnara and take over there, then I'd rather be on their good side than on their bad side. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I still think that the reason the gods came here is to do something about these horrific people, and I think it would be a mistake to side with them when they're on their way out. Surely Martha and Malchus are coming from them and will burn them from these lands any day now.
Maybe you're right. They did give us these cool powers, right? There must be some connection there, and they can't have given this to us if we're meant to be on the side of those guys. If
exactly, because they've got enough power.
Yeah.
They don't need us. Yeah. We're here to help the powerless, and that's the people standing in their way.
I like that. Yeah. Helping the powerless.
Yeah, that's what you're doing, Elijah.
Helper of the powerless.
How do we get back in that cave?
I like that a lot.
I struggle. I don't think we're getting back in.
Do you think there's another way in on the other side?
There's only slimes in there. Why would you want to get back in?
There's got to be something. There was murals.
I guess.
I'm not setting another foot into that cave. It already took enough convincing for me to go in once, and we almost died and suffocated.
No, we were going to go back because you have your spells now. We almost cleared all of the slimes out of there.
You know, we should sleep on it. You know, we should sleep on it and reflect and see how we feel in the morning.
All right. We should start searching some of the houses as we're coming through, though.
Can we?
Yeah.
Can we go somewhere that doesn't have a bunch of children's skeletons to sleep?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Well, you head into the cave over here of someone named Autumn that you're hoping, not the cave, the house of this Autumn person in the records. You know, they own this house. And you come on in and you can see the houses over here are, you know, they got some nice colors on them. Some of them are multi-story. They're all sort of built up against the wall. You saddle on in the late afternoon, so the sun is finally like shining in this direction. Is it late afternoon? Yeah, I think it's probably mid-afternoon by now. So maybe you're still just in the shadow of the hills over here. You see this 3-story house before you with an entrance on the ground level, and then some like nice little balconies on upper areas with some like plants that have been put out that are still looking good. You can find the front door is unlocked. You can give it a nice tap to push it open.
I'm going in.
And walk right on in. Sure enough, on the ground floor, the first floor, a scene of horror. Skeletons. 3 of them. 2 of them mixed up together. It looks like someone was crawling away or trying to get away with a child that they were holding in their arms. Now they're just like skeletons mixed together.
I
Another
wait outside
person
with Elijah while he goes in.
Another person has just the head of an axe sitting near their hand while they're like leaned up against a stone wall.
Okay.
Jesus.
I'll search it. Give it a good ransack,
Yeah.
Koibu.
As he's searching, I say to Elijah, you know, those slimes weren't that fast. Do you think it's a little weird that they managed to kill everyone in this town? And I mean, they were pretty slow, right? Like, how are everyone dying in their homes?
And it doesn't seem like anyone really ran, right? Or got caught fleeing or even fighting. It's almost like they all laid down and I don't want to think about it. Oh, God.
You know, what if they were already dead?
I mean, before the slimes came?
Maybe they all died and then the slimes came and ate them. I don't know about you, but I don't want to go in there. I hope Cedric's okay on his own.
I'm in there ransacking the place. Looking for valuables.
Yeah, you've used the word ransack, which I love because ransack has this feeling of like, I'm going to mess up the place because I want to find whatever it takes.
I'm looking for
whatever,
hidden
and like
shit.
I don't care. Excellent. Love that you're ransacking everything.
If it's like a book, though,
Too often.
obviously a book is like something that is of importance because books are rare around this time. So I wouldn't like grab a book and throw
There are no
it.
books in this house.
Okay, then yeah, like I'm throwing furniture around. I'm moving things. I don't care. No one's coming home here. This island is dead.
You know, the other day I was reading about the printing press, and I came across a statistic which I do not believe, but it had said before the invention of the printing press, there were only 30,000 books in all of Europe, which
Whoa.
seems way too low. But when we're talking about full-fledged books, the numbers of them are incredibly low. Like each of these things is painstakingly written by hand. So you're never going to find any books anywhere unless like someone has collected them intentionally as a source of wealth and power and information. You might find like papers or documents, but like books, crazy rare.
Yeah.
You start ransacking this place, and pretty quickly you get a feeling for what was going on in here. This house belongs to some sort of like gardener, not like a farmer, but like a gardener. Like this person would fit in with your dad so well. There's like little rolled up, like little sections of, what would you call it?
I'd fit into your dad
Like if you
so
take a
well.
wood shaving really thinly. What?
He said
What?
he'd fit
I
into
missed-
your dad so well. Good one.
Little wood shavings. If you have like a plane, you take it and you can make these little curls, and these little curls sit inside a little holder, and they all hold these little seeds, and you can find them nice and neatly labeled with like a little T carved into one or an ON carved into another, because you're literate, you can read, you're a smart boy. So these people must have been in charge of like the gardens in Hunter's Bay.
Okay.
They got like, little 3-story house that's built up the mountainside. Just one room on each floor, essentially. Downstairs is a nice living area and a small, tiny little kitchen. Upstairs is a bedroom, and upstairs from that are 2 other bedrooms.
You hear me call from outside. Cedric, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just checking it out.
I keep ransacking the place upstairs, Koibu.
Elijah continues
Absolutely.
the conversation with Zephyr. No, not Zephyr. What was your character's name?
Riven.
So you think the people died, and then the slimes
I
came?
don't know. I mean, I'm saying, mate, we assume the slimes killed them, but like they weren't that tough, right? They were
Yeah.
slow.
It is weird, because I mean, multiple weird magical things. It's not that hard to believe that whatever killed the people also summoned the slimes, but
Maybe.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe there's more to this than we thought. But like, it did look like some of them died, at least defending themselves a little bit. So I don't know. I thought maybe, maybe just the shock of magic from the gods or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You find 19 silver and 284 copper in a
Rough.
chest mounted into the wall on the second floor.
I leave the copper.
Okay. It takes you a while to separate the silver from the copper then.
Mr.
Not a
Mr.
long
Moneybags
time, but you gotta
over
like
here.
shift between them.
Okay.
No one wants the copper. So valuable.
Oh,
No one wants
Useless.
it.
Useless.
It's the opposite of valuable. It literally has no value.
And that's
It's
all.
$1 each. If you found 284 bucks lying on the ground, you'd pick that up.
That's all I find. I
I mean,
even if I'm ripping.
Not if it weighed 5 pounds. Yeah.
That's it? Okay, perfect.
In terms of easy valuables, that's it.
Totally fine.
These people were, they were gardeners.
They're poor. All right.
They're not known for their wealth. And they've got material, like if you cared about stuff that you could sell, like there's some cool trowels here.
Yeah.
There's some cool cultivators here. Like there's some stuff in this house, but like
We should-
easy cash.
Yeah, we should go
No.
house to house, honest to God.
And man, yeah, if only you knew someone who was interested in such things.
Yeah, if only. I mean, but I look at them and I think like, my dad's a gardener. We have all these at home. If anything, we fucking made these for these people. So who gives a shit?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I'll just
true.
make it myself. So I go downstairs. Yeah, I mean, there was 18 silver. That's kind of it.
It was. Oh,
There's no
okay. We
books
were
or
worried.
anything, nothing I've been in there like 20 minutes.
It sounded like you were fighting in there, Cedric.
We're just moving things around. I was looking for I wanted to see if I could find books or something on this place.
Cedric, I
and-
believe what he was doing was ransacking, which involves a lot of back and forth and a lot of motion.
Oh, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm so dainty, and light on my feet.
this place is kind of not good. Can we find another house to stay the night in, unless you guys want to go through 4 houses?
Well,
and
yeah, we could do that, but Cedric, since you're so brave and everything, me and Elijah, we were thinking this, weren't we, Elijah? We were thinking maybe we could get a house and you could, like, clear the, like clear out for us.
Sure. Which house do you want to go in?
Well, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I don't know how many of
Are there
I
any?
people were in
if
that
we're
one, but
spoiled
maybe
for
we could-
choice, I feel like we should, separate bedrooms, maybe get a nice.
Well,
maybe
no,
we'd
I was
find one
thinking
with a
maybe
nice
like a
bath.
smaller house. There might only be like one person there, rather than if we pick a big house. Elijah, obviously, it'll be comfortable, but it's more work for Cedric, and I wouldn't want to ask him.
I don't
to do
mind.
that.
Right,
through,
of course. Yeah, no.
big
Oh
house.
well, then that one over there looks huge. So maybe we could go in that one. Then.
As we walked through, Neil, are there any houses that like stand out? Like they have an iron fence, or they have like barred windows?
No, this is Hunter's Bay.
Okay, just shitty.
No, this is a podunk backwater little village on a small island.
All right, well, whatever house they wanna go to,
There's
I'll
going
go
to be
to.
some wealth here, but There's like no nobles here.
Yeah, I get that.
Here's what there's a house that's on the edge of the cliff, and because it's on the edge of the cliff, it's got a sort of ramshackle second story with a balcony, and it's got a lovely overgrown garden on there, and I would like to use that one because I'd like to go on the balcony.
Absolutely. A lot of these houses are multi-story, built against the wall with balconies.
There you go.
So am I correct that we're just going to go house to house and loot the village?
No.
I would
No,
like to,
we're
but
not
they
doing
are
it.
not. They're not interested.
We're not doing that.
Okay.
No. We're finding
We're just
a
finding
house
a
to
nice
rest
place
in.
that we can rest.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then Cedric is going to clear all the bodies out for us. Because
Yeah,
me and
well,
Elijah
you're going to
are
want
too
a place on the North Shore where you can get some nice sunshine. This southern shore, it's always in shadow. And if you want like nice plants to grow, the North Shore is where it's at. So you can, unfortunately, that is, right by where the orcs are, way up there.
I don't really want to stay
south.
there. I don't care
Well,
about the
up
sun.
here?
Yeah, no, I'm okay. We'll stay on this side.
Yeah. Stay down here?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, you find a nice, cozy little place back in this corridor. You see how the street kind of curves around? So the ground floor here is actually blocked from view of most of the stuff. That way you can come outside and the people in the bay can't see you. Or if you go up into one of these buildings, you could like stand inside and look out to the bay and watch what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a strategically sound location for your purposes.
Good.
But it's also like a dark, sad place if you were going to live. I mean, relatively sad. It's still natural beauty everywhere.
We are spending the night, so I suppose the access to sunlight is less important.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
All cleared out.
party beds down.
Do I find anything of monetary wealth or torches?
Absolutely. Oh, you're also looking for torches?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're going to find in this place
Yeah, we need torches.
41 silver.
Good.
Excellent.
Oh.
I assume you ignore the copper.
Unless there's like a chest full of like 10,000 copper, then probably.
There's not 10,000 copper
Perfect.
here.
All right, I put 62. I have 62 silver right now.
Yeah. Sure. And there's candles here if you want candles. There's no torches, but there's like a little cluster of 8 candles, each one weighing half a pound.
You want candles, Nick?
Not really.
Okay.
Well, actually, they're not. Yeah, I'll take a few of them. I light some candles for us now. Make it look cozy, I go into some of the bedrooms that we're not, because there's not enough for a bedroom each, right? What I'm going to do, we're going to all sleep in the living room. So I'm going to take all the blankets off all the beds and stuff, and I'm going to light some candles and make like a little nest for us all in the living room. We can sleep next to each other. Yeah, I know. I get the fire lit as well.
Very nice.
Elijah prefers a little bit more privacy than that, but he'll accept it for now. He won't say anything about it.
Acquiesce. Nice. Which makes sense, living in the city, you want to keep your privacy, don't you? But if you live in a small community, you're more comfortable amongst the others. Yeah, so, we rest now in the house. I will take trips to the upper floor balcony to look over towards the cave every now and again before we go to sleep, just to sort of to clear my head a little bit and take a look over the bay, but also just to like look across towards the cave to see if there's light.
Ah, yeah. Well, you don't see any of the orcs over there anymore.
Yeah, so they've all gone in the cave.
We don't know that.
No,
Hey,
they could be camping in the
You
cave.
see? There's no orcs over there anymore. There's a boat on this side. We could row over and go up.
Shit.
I've got my gym jams on.
Oh, come on. What's your sense of adventure? There's something in that cave, man. Think about the magic items. This could be where you put it all.
They could be in the cave though, no?
They could be, but we'll
That
be
could
able to
just- that
see
could
if
just be
they're
where
in there.
they've made camp.
We just got to get closer. Come on. This was the plan. We were going to take a rest. We were going to go back in, and then these guys showed up, and we got to stick to the plan. You're with me, right, Elijah?
I mean,
Come on. Zephyr's going to be
Okay.
pissed if we come back with nothing.
Why, rather than take the boat, why don't we walk? It's less obvious.
Sure.
Yeah, we're quieter because they'll see us if we go in the boat.
But a
I
boat,
just-
if we have it over there, we could escape with it if we needed to.
I just think it's a lot of unnecessary risk.
Come on.
I look across my friends and I say, okay, well, I'm smaller than you guys. I'm not that tired yet. Why don't you let me go and run over there and get a look in, and I'll come back and report back. And if they're not in there, then we can maybe take the boat and go over.
All right. I'll prepare the boat.
As the leader, I would say the best course of action is to get someone, yes, like you, for example, Riven, to go and check out the situation, right? Make sure everything's clear, and then report back, and then we can make a more informed decision. What do you say, team?
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
That's a good
I'll
idea.
prepare the
Good
boat.
plan. All right. I take my gym jams off.
While he's
Put my
doing that, I'm
adventuring
gonna
gear
go
back
and
on.
look for torches because we need
There's
torches.
nothing sacred in this world anymore.
No, fuck your gym jams.
What's the
All right.
point of life if a non-binary half-elf can't wear their gym jams? That's
True.
what I'm asking you. Okay, I get going, Neil. I go
You
through
get
the
going.
alleys, you know. I don't want to be like in obvious.
I'm sorry,
Line of
there's
sight.
not a lot of alleyways. If you can see our town map, there's one route over there, and it's in high visibility along the coast.
What's the light situation like at the moment?
As the sun begins to set, it's going to get darker and darker. If you want to wait till after the sun has set, that's great. But also, the later the afternoon, the sun actually begins to shine directly this way as it goes down in the west.
How long till the sun sets?
A couple hours,
How long does it take me to walk around the bay?
half an hour, not even 20 minutes. Depends on your speed, your casualness.
Okay, I say let's just wait an hour or two for the sun to go down.
Sure, I'll start looking through the houses near here for torches. We need them, and then I'll.
There's a general store in town, and they stock all sorts
we
of
gotta
stuff.
go
You can
there.
find
Yeah.
armloads of torches in the general
What else
store.
is at the general store, Neil?
General supplies.
Do you guys need anything? This is the fucking time.
Do they have any like general like sort of supplies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exactly what they've got.
I'm gonna get 9 torches, so I'm gonna be at 10.
Yeah, they got 9 torches.
I'm
Easy.
gonna get a really. Do they have like a big leather bag? I have a backpack. Never mind. I don't care.
Yeah, there's not a leather bag. That's too nice. They have a burlap bag.
I already got a backpack. It's fine.
Yeah,
Can
Seven,
I get,
can you get
can I get some
me-
torches?
Can you get me some of
Yeah.
those cherries they make here, if you find any? And can you get me like a, if they have like any like tea or like a sweet drink, can you give me that?
Yeah. How many torches do they have there, Neil?
There is a crate with that is half filled, and it has 30 torches before you pulled out
And?
however many it was.
All right, poured out 9, so it's got 21 left. I'm gonna take all the torches,
Yeah.
Neil.
Okay, I take
Okay.
5. I take 5. mate.
You physically cannot carry that many torches in your arms.
What about
You're
my
gonna need to
backpack?
haul the crate with you. 10 torches in your backpack is a lot, because each torch is about the size of your arm.
How many torches can I take and put in my backpack?
You could probably put 8 torches in your backpack if there's nothing else in it. Maybe you could put more than 8. You could probably put a whole bunch in your backpack, but I assume you've got other stuff in there, right? Didn't you load it up?
I'll grab the burlap backpack because basically what I'm trying to do here is I'm just trying to have something to carry the torch, right? So I'll
Oh, well, you can just throw a bunch of... You can put all the torches in, like, a sack.
I'll put all the torches in a sack. I'll
30?
put 30.
Yeah, they'll be sort of spilling out. You might drop a couple on the way.
That's fine. I'll put 30
You know.
torches. I have 31 torches on me. They're in a sack, and that's all that really matters. We just need.
Do they?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Do they sell sling bullets?
No, you just find those on the ground, and you can
Well,
find
that-
as many as you'd like.
No, but that's rocks, not bullets. Bullets do. an
Oh,
extra
you mean
+1
like
damage.
properly shaped? No.
Okay.
Our sack, crowbar. What else could we use?
But Cedric can make them for you back in
I can
town.
make them.
Nice. Yeah.
Any
What
money
about
here?
like I need a new notebook.
You know, there's no notebook in this town. The general store must have a place that they keep your money.
Yeah.
When they take it. But as you walk through the place, Cedric, you don't see any obvious signs of money.
I mean,
The general store,
What about
they
like
must be smart enough to hide their treasury.
what about like bookkeeping supplies?
any writing supplies here?
You don't see it anywhere.
I'm gonna.
No, there's no writing supplies in the general
I'm gonna
store.
ransack
That's
behind the
probably
general
special
store.
order.
Because like
I'm
I'm not saying they
gonna
sell
leave
them.
and
I'm
head to
saying
the
they
cave.
themselves must do bookkeeping, right? Yeah.
They must.
I'll give it an
Yeah.
hour because
Okay.
he's gonna take his time to go all the way over there. So I'll search for like an hour for their money because it matters. This is where the money's
So-
gonna be.
Yeah, the vibe is that Elijah is chilling at the house, waiting for people to bring him drinks and cherries.
That's not happening.
Cedric is ransacking the general store, looking for certain things and just some cash. And Riven is waiting for the sun to go down.
I've grabbed some torches, and actually I've changed my mind about waiting for the sun to go down. I'm just going to go now.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
not
How many
gonna
torches
hide.
did you take from Cedric?
5. I
Okay,
took
let me
5.
take them off my character
Perfect.
sheet.
Yep, and then I'm just going to head over there. Casually, I'm
Okay.
not running, I'm not trying to hide, I'm just walking over there.
Well, we're going to start with you because he'll take an hour to search the general store and your stuff will probably finish before then. So
Yeah.
you make your way across. And as you get through maybe the midsection of town, as you start passing some of the tavern that's over here,
Where the
you
orcs
find
are.
the orcs.
Oh, they're in the tavern.
Oh, yeah. They're in the tavern. They're ransacking the tavern. And they found some bottles of booze. They found some barrels of ale. And one of them sees you walking by and comes over to the front door, axe, two-handed axe in one hand. He goes, "Oi, elf wench,
I take a
get
few
your
steps back.
scrawny ass over here.
I don't think they knew he was an elf.
Give us some entertainment."
I don't think
They
they
didn't
knew
necessarily
that
know I was an elf.
they were an elf. Yeah, they had hid their ears, but they might know. So
The orcs do call you elf wench.
I don't do that. I take a few steps back.
Oh, come on. We're not going to hurt you, baby.
I take a few steps back. I look at the building. How there's no easy way past without going past this guy.
Right.
I go back. I'm not fucking around
Edric's
with that.
idea once again,
Okay.
genius.
Yeah.
The orc laughs to himself and heads back into the bar to hang out with his friends.
Yeah. I head back, feeling quite like plowed by that interaction. Actually, I head back into the general store to look for Cedric.
Who goes there?
He finds
still
Cedric.
here.
He's tipping things over.
Cedric, it's me.
Oh, okay. I thought it was one of those orcs.
No, they're in the tavern. They're smashing. I think they're all in there.
And
They're
we need
drinking.
to go quickly. Whenever the sun goes down, I'm bringing these, and I show you to my bag of 26 torches. This will be enough. We can just light them all on the inside, and then we can just go with like bundles. And if anybody comes, we just start throwing them at them.
I mean,
Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
Elijah's not going to like it.
I
The
just
problem we haven't got all. We can't spend all night though because they're going to come in the morning surely.
no, I agree. I'm just looking for the money here, and then we'll get out. You want to help me? It'll make it quicker.
I just.
Sure. You're back at the
You're
house.
back
I
at the
think,
house
Elijah.
right now, yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, my
chilling.
bad, my bad.
No, you're okay. You're
Yeah.
okay.
When you
yeah,
choose not to be with the party, you don't get to talk.
I help him look for the money, and if we get longer than like 15 minutes, I'm going to say that we should leave.
Probably took you, 15 minutes to go over there, so I've been searching for 15. You want to search for 15, that'll be 30.
Yeah.
We'll see if we find it.
You take the place apart. You don't find anything obvious. There's no like pictures that
No
you can
floorboards?
move and there's something behind there. The floorboards all feel pretty good. Like you could maybe rip up the entire house, but that would take you forever. Yeah, if it's somewhere here, it's well
Cool.
hidden. It's not apparent.
That's enough time then. So yeah, we leave.
Okay.
I grab another tinderbox. I'll grab 2. I don't know.
Yeah, you can find a tinderbox that's lying out as if it's like their personal tinderbox that they'd use to light their stuff. You didn't see a stash of tinderboxes for
I'm
sale.
gonna grab some rope.
Yeah. There is a coil of rope that you can find here, but there's just one.
That's fine. That's good.
There's definitely rope lying around, especially on any of these little piers. So if you need
Yeah.
more, you can get it.
Do they?
Oh, good.
Is there a fire in this house?
A fireplace?
Yeah, a fireplace. Yeah.
Yes.
Could I don't know a huge amount about fires, but if I got like a burlap sack and filled it with kindling and some wood, could that be set alight relatively easily and burn for quite a long time?
You could create a fire that would burn for many hours if you wanted to.
But could I bring it in a sack and then take it with me into the cave and like basically light a long burning fire quite quickly?
No.
Why not?
The amount of wood that you would need to carry to make a fire burn for a long time is quite a lot. It's lots of pounds of wood. You don't really you could bring a sack with things in it that could set on fire, but it would burn out in just a few minutes, or at least burn down low enough that you wouldn't really care.
They're like a thing of oil.
You might find cooking oil or lamp oil, but it's not flammable oil.
Oil's not.
No, most lamp oil in this time and age is not like kerosene, which is lovely burning oil. It's closer to like vegetable oil, where when it comes up into the wick of that you use in your lamp, then it'll burn at that point. But if you just like put a match in the oil, it'll just go out.
They got
What if
you can try this at
What if
home
what if I made my sack full of kindling and then poured lamp oil all over it?
You would get covered in greasy, oily stuff,
Yeah, but
and
would it then burn better and for longer?
not significantly. Like how when you say you want it to burn for a long time, tell me.
Well,
what
like
you mean.
enough to have an impact in combat where I could, like, guard a certain pathway by throwing this thing and lighting it so the slimes
You could use
couldn't come towards
wax,
me.
right? Wax burns.
Wax burns, but I think what you want is a very quickly and easy to deploy fire weapon,
Yeah.
which you cannot.
That's why I
make.
brought the 30 torches, Nick.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
that's-
appreciate
that's
this. I'm
not
trying
a-
to think of something separate. Fine, if that's not going to work.
They got.
Yeah,
Do they
that's
have
not a
whale fat
thing.
in Arcadia?
Whale oil can exist in the world. You don't know if there's any in here. There's definitely probably some in Justar's Bay.
Yeah.
But this place, I don't think there's any freshwater whales. So probably not lying around here.
I think I'm
Moby
happy
Dick,
with
so
what we
I'm learning
got.
a lot about the whaling now, and it got me thinking about. But I guess it also requires kind of higher tech than what they have in Arcadia, probably.
Yeah, well, you can refine whale oil into flammable things, and it's great. It's just limited to very specific coastal regions, and until the whaling industry got to its peak, like it was available in small quantities.
I got one other thing. Can I get like a big blanket?
You can find a blanket somewhere.
Okay. I just want that to like cover the light because we're going through the little hole is the idea, and then we're gonna be lighting a ton of torches. I don't want the light to escape, so I want it to be able to cover the little hole. So yeah, I'll
that's a
grab
good
the
idea.
blanket and then we head off.
I will caution that I don't know for sure that there's not guards on the cave.
Yeah, I get it. We'll figure it out. We go back. Come on, Elijah, we got the plan. Look at all this stuff that I got.
You really want to? Are we doing? Elijah
doing
feels
it,
like he
Elijah.
can't prevent this from happening, and he's too much of a spineless fuck to prevent it. So, maybe now that I think about it, maybe we should go. Help out the helpless and fight our own fight.
Good idea.
If there's something important in there, it's better that we find it than them.
And fast.
And either way, these slimes had something to do with what happened here.
Did you get me any
So-
cherries, by the way, or
No, they didn't have any in the
do you have
general
any
store.
cherries, man?
They might have some in the cave. You never know.
In the cave.
Let's just get this over with.
All right.
So the
As-
three people.
As we sail
gonna
across, I say to Elijah, you're our best fighter, so I need your head in the game when we get in there.
Right.
Neil, we're gonna look for a boat moored around here.
Yeah, easy peasy.
Okay. Someone was
You're
doing
gonna-
like this way, and I was like,
No. Okay, so you're gonna the three of you are gonna hop into a boat, row it across the little bay, and then head over here.
And
at an
be
appropriate hour, yeah.
Be instantly seen by the orcs. No, we're gonna go when it's dark.
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent.
I got my MP back, right?
Now-
I rested for like 2 hours. Yeah, easy.
Yes,
Yeah.
everyone's
shit,
rested for
I
at least 4
forgot about
hours.
that.
You have your MP back.
Oh baby, let's go.
Now, typically, this would not be a difficult journey, right? It's just water one
Right
side
there.
to the other. There's no lights on in the town, so the other side, when it does get dark, is hard to see. However, it is only a few days after the new moon, the full moon, so there's plenty of moonlight for you to guide yourself across the water.
No
That
lights
does
on the
mean
tavern?
that you're no lights in the tavern. No.
They have
No.
dark vision.
Oh yeah, true. Oh, they've got dark vision. They're gonna see us.
They're orcs. Well, I mean, they might not be looking. We'll see. We'll see.
Cool. We get in the boat and we row across.
Yeah.
I don't think we need, for this small journey, when you've got time and you're not in a hurry, I don't think I'm going to call for any checks. But let's say you were being chased and you needed to hurry from one side to the other and you couldn't take your time. I might call for some sort of check because you're all new to rowing. Not if you
Okay.
got, yeah. But this is fine. We're chilling. It's not a stormy waters or anything like that. You make your way across.
The orc that was
landfall.
the orc that
Well,
talked
hold
to
on,
me was he just waiting outside the tavern?
He had come to the door. He saw you through the open door or window.
Okay.
And then came to the door to start hollering at you.
So there was no one on
As
guard. They were
we're-
all in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we do as we're about to set out before we've
Sure.
gone over? Okay. Are we sure we want to row? We could just go and we could go around and then we could do a rope down. How long do you think that'll take?
Where's the tavern, Neil? Which building is the tavern? The orcs room.
Like one of these, right?
I do believe that this is the tavern.
So in theory, we could go, around like this. And maybe not be seen. Right? Something like that.
Because with the
Assuming
lighting
that the
conditions, I'm a
orcs-
little bit more scared, yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll see us, right?
Yeah, yeah. But what if we did this and I kind of show you? What if we go out and then go all the way over? Just a little bit into the... And then we can, go down there with the rope.
I don't know about climbing down there in the dark.
I mean, yeah, I
So with a rope and a ledge, I mean, it's foolproof. You can't fuck it up.
and I think that I could probably do it, but like the chance that all three of us are gonna make it down,
You just got to hold onto the rope and go down. I mean, climbing
Let's
up,
just-
sure.
They,
All right, well, we can do the other one that you should... the other idea.
They sounded like they were drinking pretty heavily. Maybe we wait a few hours. Once they're drunk enough, then we just go around the backs of the houses, make our way in there. I doubt
all right.
they'll see us.
But I don't think we should wait a few hours. I think that we kind of need to go now while they're drinking.
I do.
Well, they'll still be sober now, is what I'm saying.
I could also cast Featherfall to get us down there.
Can you cast that on multiple people?
It's
just
it's a radius. If we all stand in the radius. Hold on, let me make sure.
Link it? That's sick.
That is sick, yeah.
Upon any creature or object in the maximum range. Maybe not. Maybe I misread it. For an additional 2 MP per target. Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
How much MP do you have?
4.
Four.
Like, so I can't do
Yeah,
3
so-
I
people.
mean, that's you.
That's good for when we level up, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good. All right. It's up. This is one's completely up to you, Riven. I'll let you make the call. Whatever you think's best. We can row. We can go around. We can rope down. We can go through the alleys. I'm not very sneaky with this breastplate on.
That's true. I don't know. I mean, Cedric, I know you want to go, but like, this is risky, and there's probably nothing in there. But I
There's
know
gotta
it's a
be
lot to
something.
you.
Yeah.
Neil, how much moonlight is there? Like, can I just make a gauge as to how likely the orcs would be to see us if we were to...
It's 4 days after the new moon, so you're most of the way to the half moon. So there's plenty of moonlight out, except for the occasional cloud that might pass over.
But I don't know how... Is this really only 70 feet?
No, this is not to scale at all.
So, like, how far away is
to
it?
see someone rowing on the sea as you cross, like, if there's someone looking out to the ocean, they're going to definitely spot you. If there's someone inside the building who is occasionally looking out the window, they might spot you. If they're inside the building and they're doing their own thing and not gazing out to sea, they're not going to see you.
I just think there's
They're
quite
probably-
light. There's 8 orcs. There's got to be at least one that is looking out the window.
Yeah, maybe they have a guard
Yeah,
stationed. If there's a
maybe.
guard stationed, they'll see you. Hell, if there's a guard stationed, they're going to see you no matter what they do,
Yeah.
unless they're the worst guard in the world. This
The
is
options
not town that-
are row or go out of town.
I think, on balance, the best thing to do is to try and walk behind the tavern.
All right, let's try it. And if we get
And
spotted,
make our way
we'll
around.
call an abort.
Yeah, we just don't... We've not done anything, right? We're just walking around the town.
Yeah, we haven't done anything wrong. We're allowed to be here for some reason.
the players always suspicious, and then you realize this isn't illegal. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not illegal to walk. All right, we'll walk around.
All right. Yeah, walk around. You head back through these little cavey areas, up these channels. Try and circle as far around the tavern, around the town hall, past the mayor's house, and on down. I need to roll a bunch of dice real quick here. Okay. As you walk past the tavern, you can indeed hear the sound of the orcs having a jovial time. It's what they've always wanted, a tavern with no rules where they can destroy everything if they want and just have a good time. And they're in there and you can hear them talking and throwing things at each other. There's laughter. There's the sounds of pottery breaking, of crockery knocking around, wooden plates getting knocked all over the place. But one of the orcs does absolutely see you and kind of comes hurrying out the backside of the tavern. We're like, hold on right there. Where's the bureaucrat? Where'd he go? Which one of you fuckers is the pencil pusher?
That would in fact be me.
Okay, perfect. We've been wondering this. We need a smart man who knows his numbers and letters.
Oh, you've come to the right place.
How big is a human's dick? Stop me when I get to the right size. Is this big? Is this big?
There.
Well,
That's not. You're not the pencil. I mean, you're probably a pencil pusher if you know what I mean. But no, we're just fucking with you.
no, he
so
is.
tell
He
me,
really is. Yeah, it's this guy.
He has a
whose dick do I gotta suck to get a promotion? Cause I've been fucking doing backwater bullshit for ages. Goddamn, motherfucking human ass sons of bitches, and that includes you too. He says, like clearly deep in his cups.
Right.
They don't give orcs any of the good fucking jobs. Sure, we
don't.
get to come and drink and fucking fight, but I want more. What do I gotta do?
Well, we all want more, right? And I agree that orcs, especially with your troop, they're kind of letting you guys hang out to dry, if you know what I mean. Like, they work with you, but like you kind of work for them, you know? Like,
We all work for someone. You work for someone. Don't tell me that you're a free man
no.
and that I'm a chained up beast,
No, that's-
he says, getting like angrily close.
no, of course, that's not what I mean. I'm just saying that, like, I feel like what I mean is that there seems to, at least it's always seemed that way to me, and not to speak from your perspective here, but there's always, I feel like from some of these people, there's this lack of mutual respect from humans towards orc in the working relationship.
By Rossi's wet cunt, I didn't understand a word you fucking said.
My friend, I think he's saying that, the humans don't respect the orcs.
They
and
don't.
Maybe you should give them a reason to.
That's what I'm saying, water boy. That's
I put my
exactly what I'm
arm-
saying.
I put my arm around him. Hey, fuck him. There's booze in
Fuck
there,
'em.
man. Fuck him.
That's right.
Here,
Go get your drinks, man. Go take the human man's drinks and keep going.
It's not as much fun when they don't put up a fight. There's just skeletons in there. You know, you gotta earn your drink with a little bit of fighting and thrusting. It's not the same when they just meekly give it over or when there's nothing left. It's just,
What about that fancy guy who had all the armor? Bet he's got the best beer.
what fancy guy?
Oh, I don't know. That fella that was with you.
Oh, Captain Talon?
I shrug. Bet he's got the
Yeah.
best drink.
you know,
He could probably
Well-
kick your ass in a fight.
Yeah, he looked tough, to be fair.
Look, warrior culture is warrior culture. Captain Talon, Talon could kick my ass in a fight. That man's earned his bars. Ain't no question about it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
yeah, but
No, I mean, look, some more humans are pieces of shit. Some humans are practically orcs inside trying to escape. You know what they say? Inside every human is an orc trying to get out. Except for the slaves. Those guys are bitches.
I have-
There's goblins inside them.
right, I have heard that you said, yeah. Listen, what do you think about so Talon, great guy, he's earned his keep, but what do you think about Selma?
I can't do this anymore. And he just walks inside. And you can hear him
good.
saying, God, these fucking humans, they just talk and talk without saying any goddamn shit. And then he like switches back into orcish.
Elijah's
Come on,
bored
let's go.
away.
We hurry quickly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pass the orcs without problem. That seems the 8 of them. At least you think it's 8. You didn't get a proper head count because there's no lights on in there. Are all hanging out in the tavern, drinking.
All right,
going.
we head to the cave. As we get, just round the corner, Neil, so just before we're in view of the cave.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? I'm going to just tell them to hold back and I'll go and
that's fair.
really, really, really quietly and, keeping myself as close to walls of buildings and walls of the cliff as possible, try and get sight on the entrance of the cave and look for maybe light coming from inside or look for a guard or trying to make sure that they're all in the tavern and there's not someone left behind.
Sure. It's not too terribly difficult with your lovely half-elven eyes as you creep along this corridor over here to see that, sure enough, there is a little encampment made right outside the cave, maybe 30 feet outside the cave, with some tents set up. This is probably where the humans are. You can see maybe one person on a watch. You see something glinting off of metal. Maybe that's like the moonlight glinting off someone's helmet, but like maybe they just set their helmet on something and it's not a person moving. At this range, it's too hard to tell, but like there's a camp there.
All right, I come back. I say,
It's over.
Cedric, I think there's a camp there. I think maybe it's just the orcs in the tavern. We should go back while we can.
Yep, sure.
Put an arm around you as we turn around.
Only half the party of the enemy, though.
There'll be plenty of caves in our future.
And
I mean, are we so desperate for adventure that we have to kill those Varasi soldiers just to get the chance to fight some slimes? Like,
right. And Cedric, listen, this was the plan, right? We go, we check it out. It didn't work out, but like as well as I that
all right,
we're taking
yeah.
a lot of risks here, and we got to be careful. We can't just willy-nilly go and launch ourselves into something like this. So I think it's good at this point that we kind of listen to the voice of reason.
Rather than
here
going
in the
back,
party.
how about we stay over on this side, and then if the humans leave, then maybe we'll have a chance. But I doubt it.
but you've just cleared out all the skeletons from the other house.
Oh, it's fine. I'll clear out one of these.
I think I left my gym jams in there.
No, I made sure to get them.
Yeah, you brought them? Okay.
Yeah, I brought them.
Okay.
We'll go stay in this one.
Excellent. Sure enough, like an hour later, as you guys someone's gone
He's
to
a
sleep, someone else
genius.
is keeping up watch. You see a pack of 6 humans, including the armed and armored leader, headed this way along the coast, headed into town.
Come on, guys, wake up! It's our chance.
That's not all of them.
There's 2 left at least.
You want to fight them?
Oh, no, God, no. But we can just probably sneak past. No,
I don't know about that, Cedric.
fighting them is the dumbest decision.
Yeah.
How are we going to get past without?
So
without
They might
sneaking
be
them
asleep.
would
I mean,
kind
we
of
don't
sounds
know.
like it would be the second dumbest.
No, let's just walk up and see. They're probably asleep.
Okay, let me try.
Yeah, I'll let you do it again.
Okay.
All right.
yeah.
Once again, Riven heads
Yeah.
out. This time you get to the camp. And you can see there's a person there. There's 2 people there standing up. They've got like some extra coats on that they've probably scavenged from the town. They're standing around on the cool November night, just talking to each other.
Do I feel like I, in theory, could sneak past them or not?
No, probably not. It's not a very wide area here. They would
How
have
close
to
are they
like
to the cliff?
the pathway is maybe 30 feet wide at its widest point, maybe 15 feet at its most narrow. So if they stand anywhere, like they would both have to be pissing on the wall and staring at their dicks for you to walk past behind them.
No, but I mean, how easy would it be to push them into the water?
The
And
water's
also-
not like a deep cliff. It's
Okay,
like the
it's
edge
not.
of the shoreline. So
Right.
if you pushed them in the water,
He'd be wet.
they
and
would just
annoyed.
walk right back out.
Well, he'd probably run back out, wouldn't he? Okay,
Yeah,
I
So
head
we would
back.
have to like kill these guys and then
Yeah.
go and feed them to the slimes, which
To the
is
slimes.
actually not a terrible.
It's not a bad idea because the slimes,
Plan.
they could believe that the slimes ate them.
They could also believe that these 2 idiots went in there. Yeah. You replace them with some other bones, like it
But,
looks like
but,
now freaky shit's going on here.
But I'm saying, like, I genuinely, I'm saying in character, we do not have a reason to risk this.
No,
it's
I agree.
It's so risky
Yeah.
for insubstantial benefit.
All right, well let's wait longer. I mean, 6 left, maybe 2 will leave.
They might fall asleep. We also could just
We could.
level up and double our power and be the greatest reward.
We'll give it another hour, Koibu. Anything?
No.
No? All right, well
No.
then we give up.
Everyone falls asleep. Eventually,
I say to Cedric, I am not getting changed again, Cedric, okay? I'm leaving my gym jams on this time and I'm going to sleep. Thank you.
All right.
Come a bit closer, it's cold. We all cuddle up in the living room.
Sounds like Elijah's not much one for cuddling.
Nope.
I don't
That's
cuddle
very sad.
either. Fuck you.
Do you know what? Fine.
Fucking humans, man. They don't get it.
They don't get it.
Morning dawns. It's eerie, quiet. You can hear the birds, but there's no dogs barking. There's no chickens squawking. There's no sound of, people getting up and enjoying their life. It's just sort of camping in the woods, except there's buildings everywhere.
But we all have a brightness from our eyes. Or are you saying that we need to camp for a week to level up?
In order to properly level up, you're going to need some more downtime because you're going to be discovering new powers amongst yourselves. You're going to need some proper R&R.
Fucking slow rolled that one, didn't you? Okay.
I'm sorry. How long have we been playing? This is coming.
I thought we were changing it though.
I thought we were leveling up, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah, we're gonna need to chill a little bit.
For how long? Like, could we stay
We're not
here?
getting a
or
level
we're gonna,
here, is what
we
he's
have to
telling
return
me.
to Aknara.
No, we're not getting a level.
Yeah, give yourself some downtime where you have opportunities to like practice and explore your new abilities and magic that comes with these things. Right? You need a chance to explore yourself before you can really gain power.
I wake up early with the sunrise, Neil, and I will because elves don't sleep, right? They meditate. So as a half
elves fucking sleep. The elf meditating bullshit.
Okay.
I hate it with fiery passion.
half elves, we don't need to sleep as much as big burly Cedric. He needs his rest. He's looting around, carrying around breastplates and ransacking buildings all day. I don't sleep as much, so I get up early with the sunrise, and this house has a balcony too, and I will watch the sea and also take note of the orcs coming out of the tavern and people leaving the camp, and I just want to see what the sort of situation is in the morning.
Yeah. In the morning, you can see the orcs. No. Yeah, you wake up and like an hour passes because you probably wake up with the dawn and you don't really see much in the way of going. Eventually, there is a single soldier who will like make the trek over this way to the others.
I will.
And then, yeah, go ahead.
As a gardener, right, down by where the cave is, that's the only place where the shore meets the sea properly, right? It's like a beach down there, but not anywhere else.
Right.
Yeah. I would like
there's a little bit of that in some other places.
Consider a plant that might be used for some purpose, like medicinal or tea, or just anything that might grow on the beach that I could ostensibly use as a reason to be foraging down on the shore down there.
Oh.
Yeah?
Okay.
I feel like that shouldn't be too hard to come up with something, and I'm going to just go for a morning walk down there and start trying to pick some of these herbs that I'm going to use to make tea for everyone.
Yeah. Ice plant usually grows in coastal regions like that. Now, you would know that ice plant is probably more likely to grow on the cliffs above you, but, what's the chances that these people over here are horticulturalists?
Yeah, so I go down there. I mean, I would like to also find some tea or something, but I will go down there just to use it as an excuse. So I wander down.
Okay.
I'm not wearing any armor. I don't wear any armor anyway. I don't bring my weapon with me. I've got my little like herbalist satchel. It's not a backpack, it's a satchel. And I'm going and I'm picking like plants and putting them in the satchel as I walk further down the beach towards the cave entrance.
Yep. There are 3 soldiers. 2 with spears and shields, 1 with a crossbow. All human. And they see you coming.
When they see me, I wave. Morning!
They acknowledge your presence. What's going on?
I go back to picking. Just trying to find some tea for my friends. Some ice leaf.
Okay.
Did you go in?
The cave?
Yeah.
No, but something came out last night.
One of those slimes?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do?
Backed the fuck up is what we did.
Yeah, it's wise.
Yep.
Are you gonna go in? Like, are you all going in? Or are you just guarding it?
Give me a charisma check.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's not a problem.
Oh,
problem at all.
this person thinks that you're kind of cool and interesting and fascinating. And I'm like, well, you know, when you're a guard for the Verasi Empire, they put you on all sorts of important stuff. But they don't tell you much. Fucking Talon.
Oh, he's your captain, right? Yeah.
Well, lieutenant.
Okay.
Yeah. Talon Ethston.
The other guy called him a captain.
He did, but he's an orc. He's probably stupid.
Stupid orc, yeah.
Well, he's got the plan.
Oh, I
And
see.
the plan
So-
comes from, you know, higher ups. You know, we work for Selma Tailwind, who's the assistant to Censor Corbin Krellis. So, like, we're pretty high up there in the Empire. And I couldn't just, like, tell you what it is that we're doing, even if I knew. But I don't actually know what's going on. Lieutenant might.
It's a real shame that you guys didn't get here before whatever happened.
Yeah, what did happen, by the way? Because you all were here first. I kind of overheard the conversation with Selma.
It was
Why-
like this when we got
Fucking
here.
bodies everywhere.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if you know, but me and my friends, we ran into one of those slimes and we fought it off. But I don't know, I'm a little bit confused because they're so slow. Why is everyone dead? I mean, surely they would have run away.
Well, and how does this slime turn people to bones?
Oh, I assume that's just what they do.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Just maybe. We were talking about this. We didn't notice the slime until it was almost on us, because it moved pretty slowly and it was dark. The only reason we noticed is because we were fucking awake, because we're, you know, good guards. We're the best in the business. But if we had been sleeping, those things probably could have just, like, slimed right on top of us while we were asleep, and we wouldn't even have known until we were dead. That's my thought.
I mean, maybe, but a whole town?
city?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I'm just glad you guys are here anyway.
Yeah, well.
Do you want some tea?
They give you like a look up and down. Their instincts kick in, like accepting drinks from strangers. And then they look at you and like, nah, no way, not this one. Yeah, I'll have some tea.
Well, I have to get the water's boiling back at my house, but I'll bring it to you.
Thanks.
Okay, cool.
The guard goes back to the other two who are like, who's that? They're like, I don't know. Should ask their name.
As I walk away, I turn around and say, oh, wait, one more thing. Last night, I was walking past the tavern, and one of those orcs was like really inappropriately threatening to me. And I felt a little bit scared. So I don't know who has the rank or whatever, but if maybe you could, make them not do that, I'd appreciate it.
Oh, buddy, old pal. Look, those orcs, they love to kill, they love to murder, they love to steal, they love to rape, they love to do anything violent. All right? If they're inappropriate, they're working as intended. I would stay as far away from them, because whatever rules and laws might exist, these fuckers don't abide by them. And if that gets them killed, it gets them killed. They're like children. There's no long-term planning whatsoever. They're fucking morons. Brave and strong, but driven on pure base instinct.
Okay.
I would
keep that in
steer
mind.
as far clear away from them as possible.
I bend down and pick up one more leaf and say, I'll be back with your tea. And head back. Right, now, Neil, I go back. I would like to find some actual tea.
Yeah, not a
So
problem.
some actual herbs that I can use to make tea, or I'll go into a house and look for someone in the kitchen. But I want to be able to make some actual tea. And I'm not trying to poison them as Lucas wants me to.
Yeah,
I'm just
well,
gonna
there was
make
some
actual tea.
mint in some pots near someone's front yard that you can pick
Yeah,
and make some
perfect.
tea.
So I pick a bunch of mint. I make some mint tea. If I can find a little bit of sugar as well, I'll put a bit of sugar in there.
No.
No? Okay.
I'm so sorry.
And then I make a cup for Elijah and a cup for Cedric, and then I take 3 cups or a pot down to those guards down there.
Yep. The
Yep.
guards
All right,
will
I
accept
do
your
it.
tea, quite thankfully.
And
What's your name,
when-
by the way, friend? They'll ask you.
Riven.
You from around here?
Yeah, not too far. I'm one of the other islands.
Do you know where the gods showed up?
Not sure. We saw them, but I'm not sure
You
where
saw
it was.
them? What do you mean you saw them?
in the sky.
Oh, okay, okay. Do you know how many they landed?
There was 2 lights in the
Earthfall?
sky.
Yeah, but is that 2 gods or is that like 4 gods each?
I look at him confused. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, but you don't know where they live because,
I would have thought you would know.
well, we're here looking for this shit.
Oh.
Figured Selma asked you already, but
But isn't your boss, like your big boss, isn't he?
you mean like the big boss?
Yeah.
Way back
Horus.
in Solemn. He's far away from here.
Doesn't he speak to Verasi? Thought that's what all this was about.
You think I'm high enough on the pay raise to know what the hell that man does? If you can even call him a man.
No, I didn't know anything about the guy.
Yeah.
No,
Also,
no,
I
no
wouldn't,
offense.
I
I've
wouldn't
not
go
heard
around
good
saying
things.
that name very much.
Really?
Yeah, well,
I look to the other 2 guards and look scared.
they look a
Say,
little...
I'm really, really sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to speak
No,
out
it's
loud.
just... it's not that. It's, There's some spells, some magic shit. Some observation spells. They use it back in the main cities where the person, the person who has it casts it, and then they can hear anytime someone says a specific word or a name. And so, like, if you're in the area and someone says your name, you say his name, he's listening, he'll be able to, like, instantly scry upon you and, like, see what you're doing and what's going on. So, like,
That's terrifying.
speaking the name, depending on where you are and what they're doing, like, might actually draw his attention to you. And if he doesn't like the sight of you, man's half mad. Like, he might come and get you
Well,
for a bit more
thanks for the-
questioning.
Thanks for the warning, friend. I certainly don't want that.
Yeah, no, just you seem like a nice fellow. These
Thank
days
you.
are hard. I wouldn't mention any names from people you don't want attention drawn to you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Well, enjoy the tea, and I hope that you stay safe.
Yeah, stay away from them orcs.
Yeah. All right. I head back and I relay this story to Cedric and Elijah. Basically, they don't know what's going on. We'd have to speak to the captain to find out, but it seems like they're staying here for a while.
Oh, Lord. All
I
right.
think we should. Rory will be back any minute now. We should probably just leave. Go back to Aknara.
It feels
I
like
saw it.
giving up, doesn't it?
We came here for nothing then. What a waste of time.
Zephyr's not going to be happy
We came
with
here
that.
to search.
Zephyr's back there doing work and we're here wasting time just doing nothing.
At least we know there's nothing to be found on this island now.
No, there is. That's the bad part.
If it's a mural or something, we just wait for the orcs, let the orcs clear out the slimes, and we'll come back.
We're gonna go find it.
But if it's like information, it might not be a thing, you know? It might be writings on the wall.
Well, I mean, there's nothing we can do. We just have to leave.
I mean, 2 options, right? Either they find it, in which case there's nothing we can do now anyway, or they don't find it, in which case we can always come back.
Pretty much.
There's no way we could fight them.
Yeah, I agree.
Even just those 3 that are there now. I mean, they're waking up now anyway, but if we came back at night and there was 3 of them, I mean, they've got armor. They're trained. They're some of the best guards in the business.
Yeah, I think we should just get out of here.
I looked to Cedric. Okay,
Yeah.
well, let's wait
There's
for
nothing
Rory.
we can do.
So I think we just wait, Neil.
You're just gonna wait for Rory to
Rory's
come back.
coming back. Is he coming back today
Yeah.
or not? Yeah, he's coming back.
You
Told him
don't.
a few days,
He's
whatever,
gonna come
yeah.
back when he can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
he
okay,
said
so
he
we've
was
got-
gonna go
maybe we've got some
deliver.
more time.
He was gonna go warn the others, before Selma gets there, hopefully, and he did leave before Selma.
Well,
and then he was going to come back, but like based on the situation that's happening over there. Earlier last session, someone had said that they wanted to search the island for something about Autumn Hunter, the person for
Yeah,
whom
that's
this
what
island
I was just about to
named.
say. If we've got some time, we could go and search the wilderness and look for the Hunter treasure. Autumn's treasure.
Yeah, I
Remember?
mean, we have nothing to go on though. The only thing we can do is look in the houses.
Yeah. But, if the God's Landing made the door reveal itself, perhaps it's made Hunter's treasure reveal itself. I mean, it might just be there to be found, for all we know. Possible.
Well, if you'd like, we can go house to house and get looking.
Well, it's probably not. I'm saying we leave the town and head into the rest of the island. Look for it in the wilderness.
I think it would be more likely that the town would probably store some information about this within the town versus us going tree to tree in the wilderness.
Okay, yeah.
All right, let's start ransacking.
All right.
I guess.
The party
We
begins
can
to
split up
ransack
then.
the village.
We split up and look for information then, I guess.
Sure. You'll see the other human guards coming out of their houses that they've chosen for themselves and heading back to the camp near the cave. You don't see the orcs.
Ever see
Unless you go looking for
Selma
them.
again?
No, Selma has taken the boat yesterday and left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we search the town. And I also imagine we loot the town in the process.
Yes.
I mean, like,
I guess a little bit.
I loot.
Well, it sounds like
Give me
one
the
of you is
loot.
actively looting and maybe two of you are incidentally looting if it's obvious.
I guess, I'm not rifling through the pockets of the dead.
yeah.
And I'm not lifting up floorboards looking for chests.
But you
I'm not taking
open,
wedding
like,
rings.
I'll look through
That's your
drawers,
line.
and if I see silver coin or something like that, I might take it.
That's a good line. I'm gonna tell you. Going through someone's pocket. That's fine because it's probably not even a pocket. They're all skeletons, right? It's all next to them.
Oh,
But
well, if it's
taking
next to
someone's
them.
wedding ring off, that's a bit more intimate.
And then you got to sell the ring.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah.
That's a good point. If there's silver coins and copper coins just surrounding everybody, then I suppose I would pick up the silver coins.
There we
from the
go.
body-
See,
from the bodies
you're on the
floor.
line now.
It's on the floor, so yeah, I think that's fine. If
There-
it's in a
there's
pocket,
actually-
that's something else.
There's not a lot of money on people, like lying next to them. Precious few. But if you are opening drawers, if you're like looking in boxes, if you're actually looking through a house for stuff,
Yeah,
you will
you're gonna find
continue
some
to
money.
find money.
Okay.
Actually, a rather large amount of money if you search the whole town.
I loot the houses now, but I do it reluctantly and with regret.
What about you, Elijah? Do you search the houses for money?
I do need a new notebook.
And some cherries.
Oh, they're probably gone off at this point. But
No, but I mean,
I don't
coins
think there's
about
going to
in
be
the
a
future.
notebook here, but we can look. The only place that I could think of is, I
mean, like-
do you remember the poetry guy?
yeah,
lady?
it doesn't have to be
The
like a
story lady?
fresh,
Yeah.
newly packaged mint, but like I'm sure there's someone here who does some amount of bookkeeping. But
I think
You
a
can-
notebook is kind of a unique item.
yeah,
You will find a stack of papers if you want them. They're not bound together in any way, shape, or form, but they could be folded up. Or you do find some scrolls, unwritten scrolls that are like ready to be written upon in the town hall.
I mean, like I have a bookbinding proficiency. If I get the time, I'll just make a new one.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh my
then.
god! If you have a bookbinding proficiency, then yeah, you can find the writer's house and then just immediately find some thread or some yarn or whatever and bind yourself a small little notebook.
Yep.
There you go.
Boom.
Oh, shit.
What do I get,
guy's out here
Koibu,
making
as
his
I
own notebook.
loot?
Between the two of you, you will gather another 686 silver that is scattered across the village.
You want me to take it, Nick?
You take
600?
maybe you take 500 and I'll take 186.
There's
Okay.
there's no one among the humans around here that looks like that gives me the same vibes, the same bureaucrat pencil pusher type vibes that I have. Because
No.
you're good at recognizing your own type, but like yeah.
Well, you do see the officer walk by, the guy named Talon, and he doesn't look like a bureaucrat or a pencil pusher, but he does look more well-informed and educated.
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably don't fuck with him. Especially after hearing how the orc talked about him, I'm like, this is not the kind of guy I can, weasel. He doesn't. Yeah, he's not gonna let people suck up to him.
Won't work on him.
Yeah. If you suck up to a lot of people, if you crawl into a lot of asses, you kind of get a feeling for where you can crawl and where you can't.
Yeah.
I'm leaving the 21 torches in this house for now, Neil, in a bag. I'm not gonna take it with me everywhere we go.
Which house move? That one. Okay.
That one I circled it. Yep. And then I took off 3 things of rations for food.
Excellent.
All right, I got the 562 silver. 62 is from previous. 500 is from whatever I grabbed. So hopefully Nick has the rest.
Elijah, you also find writing supplies. Did you want some? You said you were looking for bookkeeping stuff. Did you need ink?
I think I have writing supplies on my character sheet. I think.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
I just remember you asking about it earlier.
Yeah, I just had the notebook I just burned during the slime, so I just need something to write in, right? Yeah.
Right. Okay, yeah. But you've got that bookbinding proficiency, which is awesome.
Yep.
And you used it.
Yep.
Even better. Okay. Well, we ransack the town. Eventually, the orcs wake up in the late afternoon and also begin to participate in the ransacking of the town, but you've picked over a lot of it by then.
We find anything on the autumn situation?
No, nothing clear, nothing obvious. No, this way to the Temple of Autumn where all of their weapons are held.
Well, then we need to go and just search the fucking woods. Nick, disagree?
That was my suggestion to begin with. I thought we'd already looked through the town for information, to be honest, but I guess we know it's now confirmed.
Yeah, it's now confirmed. There seems to be no information leading to... No, nothing.
All right, let's do it.
I think our best bet is that it's maybe just become apparent in this time of need, in the same way that Door to the Floating Fortress has.
What was can you remind us of the legend?
This island was settled by a great hero who was a fantastic hunter and came here after their glory days to find a nice quiet place to call home, and it turned eventually into a town, a thriving little backwater town.
But there was something specific that was said about he put his magical items here and it will become apparent in a time of need or when his kid needs it, blah blah blah. There was
the great hero who was settled here. The legend that you're remembering, it was that in a time of great need, the hero's equipment will be found by the chosen one.
There we go. We just need to walk into the fortress. Yeah,
and
let's go.
here's my big brain plan, Neil. Right. Mm-hmm. This guy's a woodsman. Okay, he's a hunter. Yeah. Okay, he's going to want to be buried out in the woods.
Agreed.
And there's probably certain flowers that were left at his grave, or even planted by his grave. So being a horticulturalist, what I would like to look at, it's obviously been a very long time. So I look for an area that we might pass that has flowers that I consider, or plants unusual for the area, as that might be an indication that perhaps they were planted there as part of his grave or, resting area.
All right,
Excellent.
Let's go in there.
All right, we head out into the island to explore and maybe find something about this ancient hunter. It's later in the afternoon by the time you do this. It's not a big island. You'll be able to find your way back, or you'll be able to, camp out here. I'm imagining you take your backpacks and find some rations or whatever, some dried fish.
We don't want the orcs to loot our shit.
No.
Right. Okay. You head out into the island. It's not a big island. It's much smaller than Aknara.
You said about 20% of the size of Aknara?
Yeah.
So based on that, we're all used to walking around Aknara, so I try and guess, how long it might take to search this place.
If you wanted to walk the perimeter of the island, it might take you a couple hours.
Way to go to the core of the island, Nick. In the middle.
We might even do like a little spiral, right? Like do a loop around the edge.
Yeah.
And then spiral in.
Yeah, sure. That's
towards
fine.
the middle.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a house somewhere, and we're gonna find something.
It's the legend.
Like many islands, it's sort of mountainous, with the apex being nearish to the middle, or more so than the sides.
Gotta
And
go
there is
to
a
the
hill
apex.
in the middle. So maybe we do the perimeter on the coast, or we go straight for the hill.
Go straight for the hill. Nick,
I say we do the coast and then go up the hill, but
you're the deciding vote there, Elijah.
yeah.
I'm with Riven on this one.
Oh,
Ooh,
Okay.
lucky.
roll your D100 luck check, Nick.
Yep.
Yeah, don't need luck when you've got
You don't need
ideas
luck
as
when
good
you
as
got
mine.
ideas.
Yeah.
See?
Did you say coast
High or low?
first?
Yeah, coast first. You want high or
I'm-
low? You
I'm
call.
going for high.
Okay. Nice.
Wait, it's the perfect number. Let's go.
Okay. We do a perimeter of the coast, lots of cliffs, only a few areas where there's beaches. In fact, this looks like the best, easiest to access the water section in the entire island. Everywhere else is basically a sheer drop or like a slanted cliff or a narrow creek trail, creek path, creek bed that drains out. That would be a bitch to climb up and down, but it's technically doable. You walk around the island before the sun begins to go down. You don't really see much in the way of anything else. There's like one shepherd shack that you come across that you're like, ooh, that might be something. And you get there and it's just like a tiny little shelter in case people are like herding their goats and they get caught in the rain. You do come across a large flock of goats that is completely free of any restraints.
Interesting.
That seems to have been broken out of some sort of little pen. But no people. No people as you wander around.
There's no body in the shack?
The shepherd shack is empty and abandoned. There's a little cot there. There's some candles. There's some like nuts, like a little container full of almonds.
Is there like a little book
No.
that people write in? No one can write.
They're-
I mean, I see
these
no
are
reason to be
illiterate
concerned
sons of
about
bitches.
the goats. I mean, it seems like they're just doing goat things, and
Goats,
They-
yeah.
They are
That's
just
fine.
goating.
yeah. We'll be seeing
Hello,
them as we
goats.
walk
Do you know
up the
where
hill,
the-
I assume.
Goats, do you know where Autumn lives? I call out. Oh, okay, yeah. They don't go in a certain direction, right?
They all go in the same direction. They're fucking goats.
They're just
we
goats,
get,
man.
we get
I
real
leave it alone.
superstitious, but
No, I leave it alone.
Do they seem pleased with their freedom, or do they seem worried?
no, they seem angry and annoyed.
Classic goat.
Classic goat. Right. You wander around the island. You find nothing of value. You eventually, before the sun sets, head to the hill. And
Yeah.
as you approach it, you will notice that there, it's not a nice, gentle, perfect rise to the hill. It kind of comes up and down a little bit. And as you crest over one of these pre-hill hills, one of the foothills, you will see that there is like a little, a briar. Is that the term for it? A briar? One of those like mounds with a tunnel that goes into it.
I
There's a
told
term
you
for this.
guys. I told you we should go to the hill first.
You are right.
Nobody ever listens to me.
You wouldn't have seen the goats. So.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna eat those goats later if I'm hungry.
Cedric, no. Come on, they seem really nice.
I kid.
Good.
We go to the briar. This is it.
This is spooky.
This is where the armor is.
Don't get ahead of yourself. We don't know what's in there. There could be more of those slimes. Just let's stay frosty.
Cairn? Is that the right word for it?
Cairn, isn't that like a thing where you bury someone?
Yeah.
But that is like a cave. Okay. Oh, well, perfect.
Yeah, but it's
then.
like a cavey situation-y thingy.
This isn't a briar. This is a cairn. This is where someone's
Thank
been
you.
buried. This is it. Maybe you're right, Cedric. This is it.
You come across this thing, and it's actually, rather than just being stacked up on with stones, it's tunneled into the hillside. And as you approach, there's a person who comes out of it. They have a pot, and they start, they're walking out of the thing, and then they see you, and then they just sort of raise a hand and wave to you, and keep walking with their pot, and head over to this little, like, outhouse-looking thing, and dump the pot into the outhouse-looking thing, and
Hello,
set
sir.
it down. Person
Or
gives you a
ma'am.
wave as you approach. It is a ma'am. Hello.
You don't seem very concerned with what's happened.
It's a funny way to say hello. It's nice to meet you. Who are you?
Where? I lower my voice.
They're not an elf.
No, it's a human woman.
Sir,
We're from Aknara.
we are a group of accountants actually from Aknara, and we've noticed that there's been discrepancies in the shippings, and we get here and the entire island. I don't know what's happening, but there's nobody here. Do you know what happened?
Excuse me. Have you been to Hunter's Bay?
When was the last time you were in Hunter's Bay?
Oh, well, I attend to the temple. Oh, so it's been a couple months. Why? What's happened?
We don't know, but something awful.
Yeah.
Everybody's a skeleton now. No flesh.
The old woman begins to look exceedingly nervous.
It's a horrible sight down there. If you've got family, you should go and see if you can find them in their house. Maybe they got away. But you shouldn't be here.
Who are you people?
I said
Accountants? From Aknara?
I look at Elijah and I look at Cedric and I take a step forward and take this person's hand. And I lower my voice and say, we're not accountants. We're wardens from Aknara.
Yeah, but
Wardens from Aknara.
Yes. Wardens from Aknara. We're here looking for clues as to what's happened with the gods.
Well, they've come to Earth.
Yeah.
We know.
We are the chosen ones.
Excuse me?
What's your name? We have to be careful here. There is dangerous people on the island. Troops from the Empire.
The woman takes a couple of steps back. Hold on.
Maybe we should all have a cup of
wardens
tea.
from Aknara, who are chosen by the gods, and everyone that I know in this village is dead, and there's dangers around here, and you're just showing up on a Friday afternoon.
It's Thursday,
Dropping
man.
this.
well, ma'am. It's the truth.
It is. Can we go? Do you have somewhere? Maybe we could have some tea and sit down and talk about this. This is a lot for you to take in at once.
She nods.
We'll tell you the whole
You
story.
can head into the temple. I have family in town. I have to go see them.
There's no one there, but if you...
We need to let us talk for 10-15 minutes first, please, because there is dangers down there.
Okay.
I wouldn't want you to go on your own.
The Veracity Empire have landed here.
That's
She
right.
heads into the temple with you guys. And it's a cozy little temple dedicated to Veracity, goddess of death. It looks more like a grand cemetery with like lots of little areas for interring people along the sides, the big Veracity symbol hanging over everything. And then on the back side, because like the inside is sort of donut shaped with a large central pillar. And on the back side, you'll see totems of the other gods and little statues of the other gods.
You told the
Little
wrong person,
offerings
Nick.
to all the other gods.
No, I didn't. I say, it's good to be here. It reminds me of home. Our mayor, Bromit, is a follower of Veracity. The good kind.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Okay.
Love
So
Veracity.
the Empire
So,
is here.
yeah.
Everyone I know is dead. The
Well, maybe
three
not.
of you who I've never met in my life are handpicked avatars of the deities who have come down to this world. And
Well,
you're here
extrapolating slightly. Okay, look. The Veracity Empire are here looking for where the gods landed.
why? Well, that's obvious. Everyone knows it's in Aknara.
Yes, but we would prefer them to not know about that for as long as possible.
Also not that obvious.
Well,
Seems like
obvious.
everybody's
I mean,
keeping a pretty tight lip on it, too.
it was they landed. I could see it from here. I mean, maybe not if you were in Hunter's Bay. It's on the wrong side of the island to see, but I watched it come down. I talked to old man Rory and his grandkids who came by looking for
We know
for asking if I knew anything. I sent him over there.
Here's the thing.
Did he arrive? Did Rory and the kids arrive?
They did.
Yes, they're safe.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
Well, they're dead, but
No,
They're
not.
dead?
No, they're not.
they're dead, right? Didn't he go back, Koibu?
Isn't Rory the guy who's picking us up?
There's 2 Rorys.
Oh.
Yeah,
he
and
might
they're
be
both
dead.
they both rowboats. Yeah.
It's confusing.
Yeah. But there was the Rory who had the grandkids and they sailed away. And then they sailed.
This is the kind of realism I love Koibu's world building
Yeah.
for, okay? Because this type of shit happens in real life all the time, okay? You got like a friend group and there's just 2 Andrews and they're basically the exact same dude. Both into like Formula One, both got like a blonde wife, into like IPAs, and it's like, which Andrew are you talking about again? It's like, it's a guy with like he like drinks like hops beer all the time. It's like, which one of them, motherfucker? Like,
I have 4 Lindsays in my social circle in Colorado.
Damn.
that is one of the most
But
Colorado
Rory with the
names.
kids is not dead, right? No? Am I misremembering?
They're dead. We saw their
Yeah.
corpses.
Oh, did we? Neil?
I'm like
I
certain.
think everyone's confused, and that's fine. It's okay to be confused.
I don't know. Maybe they aren't alive. It could be a different Rory.
I explained
listen.
the house that we saw them in.
Listen,
Is that their house?
if you go down there, you're going to get questioned by the Varasi orcs, and they're not very friendly. What you should do is stay here with us, and when our Rory with the boat turns up, we can sneak you off the island and you can leave with us. You can't stay here. It's dangerous.
Okay.
You can come
She
to
just
Aknara.
believes us.
We have houses in Aknara.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine. There's a plan, and the gods are here to enact.
Yeah,
the
do you want to
plan.
know which ones came down?
Do you know?
We saw them.
Ooh.
We were touched by them.
Martha.
Tell me, it's Martha.
Martha and Malchus.
Right.
Breathes a heavy sigh of relief. I
Everything's
know the
gonna be
dark times
okay.
are coming, but if she's here, she'll set it all right. That
That's
woman
right.
could.
Yes.
She's. Oh, thank the gods.
The light at the end of the tunnel is finally here. Someone to put those thugs back in their place.
Okay.
I give the lady a hug.
She gives you a nice long embrace. Finishes brewing some tea, hands it over.
But
to
we're
you.
here about the legend.
Which one?
I recant the legend that I know.
Oh, that silly old thing. I wouldn't put more than 2 beans of weight into that. It's no more true than the legend of the floating fortress.
Well,
Funny.
about that,
A lot's changed since the gods arrived. And like I said,
all sorts
we've
of
been
legends are
touched.
true now.
Your legend said that when the chosen ones appear, that the weapons will show themselves.
Oh, come now. Who would believe that other than a child? I mean, the chosen one. Who could possibly know what a chosen weapon's just appearing by themselves? You know, maybe if there was some sort of wizard involved who could, make a spell, and maybe then, but the founder of Hunter's Bay Autumn was a fantastic, great hero of legend, but I wouldn't put more weight into that than...
Did he have any ancestors here?
Well, I was born here. My family's 10 generations back were born here.
Still, our overseer back on Aknara is a real hard ass. They've sent us here.
Oh, yes. He's a very cranky man. I had the pleasure of meeting him once.
Oh, it's actually, he's since retired.
Right.
There's a new overseer now, and they're really going out of their way to prove themselves.
Also
You know,
kind of
she's,
cranky though.
She can be tough yet. So the thing is, we need to. Could you at least give us a tour around the temple? Just so we can just say that we had a look around and we didn't find anything.
Of course. And she'll give you around the tour of the temple, pointing out all the important people who have been buried here. Mayors, priests, priestesses, clerics. One former wizard is buried here.
That's interesting.
Yes. Very
Once
interesting.
we get rid of this lady, we can come back and loot it.
And there's
There
this
are
former
offerings.
wizard. I'll ask her. What great things have they done?
Barbros the Bold, they called him. Maybe died 130 years ago. Local lad, touched with magic, headed off north, found a city, learned magic on his own, improved it in the city, ended up in Justar's Bay, came back here, helped out the village for 30 years. Sad story. Bitten by a scorpion, or stung by a scorpion. Died quickly, painfully. But that is where we get these. And she points up to the ceiling, and you'll notice for the first time some paper lanterns that seem to be glowing with a non-flame source of light.
And is there, in this tour, do we find a grave for Autumn Hunter?
No.
Is there an obvious main focal point of the temple?
No, it's like donut shaped, and then the core of the donut would be like a pillar, and so you just walk in through the front, and then you can walk around, and there's interred people on the outer ring, and on the inner ring is the area where you'd look at temples, gods, and their sigils.
Is there a pillar?
Yeah.
Does it go through the roof of the cairn?
It supports the roof. The room is the flesh part of the donut.
I'm thinking that maybe we might have to cast a spell to prove that we are the chosen one to cause the weapons to appear. But I would I was thinking I would do it at Autumn Hunter's grave. But is there another obvious spot for that?
I mean, I'll detect magic.
Yeah, okay. You can try that.
As we walk around the room, I doubt I see anything.
There's no overwhelming magic that comes out to you as you feel for it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well.
So there's no... where's the hunter buried?
Oh. I have no idea.
On the island somewhere, though, or...
I suppose. I don't
Will you tell
put
us
a
a
lot
little
of
bit?
stock in old legends.
What do you know about the legend?
Well, once upon a time, a long, long time ago, the great Archmage Ferris buried his fortress beneath the waves. And his guardians were entrusted to watch over the fortress so that no one could ever do it wrong.
And that's important, though.
Under the waves.
Under the waves, yeah.
She said under the waves, yeah, that's new.
Some generations later, after the great cataclysm that befell the world, after tides rolled in over the shores and storms ravaged the land, a great huntress named Autumn arrived on these shores. She comes from a land far to the east, had felled beasts, had ridden dragons, supposedly, according to the legend, brought down dark unicorns, which I don't believe exist, befriended elves of thousands of generations past, traveled to the Feywild, they say, and then, in their retirement, she wanted a place that was free of people, free of civilization, a place remote but still teeming with magic. So she came to Ferodia, came to the Fiscat Lake, found this little place that only had one way up and one way down, and claimed this island all for herself, to live out her days away from people. According to legend, she buried all of her most valuable weapons that she no longer needed, and according to legend, the weapons will reveal themselves when great heroes arrive and in a time of great need. And that's where the legend sort of ends. That's the traditional stopping point. But clearly there's a village here, and so I think that I think someone must have joined her eventually. I think she got lonely, or, retirement is a great killer of everyone. Perhaps she continued her ways and then needed some sort of communication. Maybe the people from Aknara came over to see her. Maybe she went to Aknara for supplies and eventually had a little family here. And that family created another family, and 1,000 years later, here's Hunter's Bay. She looks at you. I wouldn't put too much stock in the legends of old.
You've got to understand, our role as wardens requires us to take seriously the legends of old. And with everything we've seen these last few days, we've more reason than before to take them seriously.
If the chosen ones were supposed to arrive during the darkest hours, like there have been many dark hours. This isn't the only time evil has swept these lands. It's not the only time monsters have appeared. Have you been having monsters appear out of nowhere? We've had monsters appearing out of nowhere here.
Yes, we've had
the
that
weirdest
goblins.
Things.
Even some bizarre creature, half a bird and half a bear.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about the Farron Empire?
Oh, probably less than you, but great empire spanning half the world, built by his greatness, Farron, the Archmage. Its capital lies to the west in the Dardanelles. Its reach extended beyond the southern hemisphere, and it spanned half the globe, they say.
Is there somewhere in the town, maybe, that has some link to the past? Perhaps one building that's older than the others, or something that is built upon one of the original
you
buildings?
Silly fool. One building is obviously going to be older than the others. Unless all buildings were made at the same time.
Right.
I know, but which one?
Raven.
She puts a hand up in the air. I could tell you who you could ask, but if what you say is true, they're all dead. I would have talked to the mayor. He's more of the local historian. I tend to the people's faith, not to the...
Histories?
Yeah,
Do you know anything about a cave? And I'll explain exactly where it is. And then I'll also explain the cave mural on the top.
Oh, of course. Yes, there's a singular cave over there. Mm-hmm. Well, sometimes people go and, kids will go and carve murals, and some of the murals are quite old.
Have you explored the whole thing?
What do you mean? It's not that large.
I looked to the other two.
Do you know
We
of
were
another
the-
entrance to that cave?
It's just down by the sea,
How large do you think it is?
20 feet across, maybe? 80 feet across? I don't know.
Something's
I
changed.
haven't been there since I was a girl, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. Where are the where were they set up? How far,
Who?
Koibu, outside of the cave?
Those guards?
Yeah.
I don't know, 30 to 60 feet off.
And they probably weren't staring directly at the cave. Maybe they were a little bit.
You see, the thing is, I get down on the ground, Neil, and I'm going to try and draw out the cave entrance that we were in.
Mm-hmm.
We were there yesterday morning, and just here on the right, when you come in, there was a small passageway that led deeper into the cave. You seen this before? There was.
She shakes her head. No.
We crawled through, and it opened up into a huge, huge cave, but we were driven away by monsters. I think if there is a cave down here, I say, like in this part of the island, maybe there's another way in. Maybe there's another entrance that's opened up around the back. Do you know of another part of the island where you can reach the shore, or another small cave that may have a new entrance that leads into a similar area? The thing is, those Verasi soldiers we told you about, they're guarding the entrance. And if what you say is true and there was no entrance before, then this must be the legend.
There's a couple of sea caves on the north side of the island. You wouldn't be able to see them from up top, but if you take a boat around, there's shallow little inlets. Sometimes seals will collect there. You can hear them barking in the evening, on the times that they're there, but they're only there seasonally.
I'll look through the two. We should try.
We should go check them out.
Well, you can't get there without a boat.
There's plenty
Don't
of boats.
worry, there's 100 boats in the town. I don't think anybody's going to be using them anymore.
Have you got enough food and water to keep you safe here for a day or two?
Well, yeah, I only have to go into town. Well, usually people bring me supplies. I thought it's been a while since anyone came from town, but I figured,
I'll whisper to Riven. Maybe we could use her as a distraction today.
It's the day of the Grateful Dead tomorrow.
I think we should try the
one?
back
Yeah.
entrance.
Okay.
I say to her, please don't go into the town without us. If you get captured, I trust you. I know you wouldn't sell us out. But those men down there, they're not nice people. And if they get their hands on you, well, they make you say things. So please wait here for us. We're going to explore those caves tonight. And then when Rory gets here with the boat, we're going to come back here. We're going to get you and we're all going to leave together.
She nods.
I take her hands, I look her in the eye and say, promise me.
I have to at least go see the town. I won't go down with you, but I'll stand on the cliffs and look down to see if what you're saying is true. I can't believe that everyone I know is dead without seeing it with my own eyes.
Then wait for dawn and go first thing in the morning and don't be seen.
All right.
We'll
Should
see
we go-
you in a day or two.
Well, we got to go get the boat anyways, so we should go to the torch house so I can go grab them.
Yeah, we have to go back down, get our torches, get a boat, and try and sail around the backside of the island.
Okay.
It is dark
Yeah.
by the time you get back to the town. You would be crazy to take a rowboat
I
and
think we should
sail
go.
around the island at
We'll go in the morning.
the night.
We go first light. Yeah, first light.
Maybe even before first light, like a little bit. Because we kind of need to get around here before first light.
Which way would be most optimal to go, Neil? Would it be to go north past the cave, or would it be to go around?
You're not sure exactly where they are, but if it's on the north side of the island, I don't know why you would go
makes more
south.
sense. Okay, yeah.
So, you guys wake up in the morning. You're going to go explore this cave. And I don't want to slow roll you on this. You're going to go around, there's nothing in the cave. It's fucking empty. It's just a fucking cave. There's a couple of them.
There's
They're
no
just
way.
sea caves. Yeah. And also, as you're going around checking out these places and these sea caves, you're going to see Rory headed towards you on a boat. Or at least who you hope is Rory, coming from Aknara. And as you get back to the town, and you're like, okay, well, that sea caves were a fucking dead end. You're going to see the old woman in town that has come from the temple up there.
Psych.
She's got her stuff together. She's got a satchel. And she's like walking around, gathering up like bones and collecting bodies in the middle of town over here. And you can see some orcs who have clearly already harassed her, standing nearby with a collection of skulls that they've taken from the bodies that they're throwing at her every now and then, and just laughing as she like goes around and collects bodies.
As we're on the boat on the way back, then we need to decide what we're going to do when we land. So here's my argument, Cedric, as to why we should be okay with leaving this. The weapons will reveal themselves to the chosen ones. That's not them.
Yeah, I think that we should just... We're in the boat. I think we should just row to Rory.
Yeah. We rode to Rory, we jump in his boat. I think we just leave and we'll come back once the orcs have finished it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we going to do about the older one? Just grab her and get on the boat and leave?
Yeah, I guess we go pick her
I don't
up.
really see how she's
I don't know if
our
she's going to want to leave.
responsibility. Like, we told her to wait
She
for her, and
knows-
she was like, no, I gotta go to the town for sure. It's like, what do you want us to do, you know?
I understand it. It's a like...
We need to get her because she knows about the gods and she knows which gods came down. She needs to come with us.
It's too emotional, and maybe she was overcome by emotion when she saw what happened. I think we can give her a pass. We need people on Aknara anyway.
I don't. Does
Right,
she want
we
to
should
go
bring
with
her.
us?
She can't stay here, can she?
Yeah, let's just go ask her.
All right.
All
Let me
right,
ask
you
her.
row on up. The orcs throw some skulls at your boat as you guys row in their direction, just playfully tossing skulls in your direction.
Okay.
And as the
Playfully.
three of you make landfall, the woman stands up from her work, holds her hand on her back where it hurts, and waddles your way.
Okay, good. Are we next to Rory as well?
He's still coming. Like you
Okay.
were ahead of him.
What are you doing down here? I thought you were going to stay in the temple and wait for us.
She waves her hand off dismissively. You know people my age. You can't tell us what to do. And today's
Come
the
on,
day of
we're-
the Grateful Dead, so
You shouldn't
it
have
needs
promised.
to be done.
We gotta get out of here.
Well, you shouldn't have asked unreasonable things. Here, she says, and she takes off her satchel and thrusts it into Riven's hands.
I take it.
You should go. Take this. I'll be okay here. This is where I
can't
belong.
You can't stay here on your own. It's dangerous. There's monsters. You said it yourself. Please come with us.
I'll take the satchel. What's in it?
It's bones.
It's not
No way.
bones.
No, it's not bones.
It's not bones. You open the satchel and you'll see there's some cloth in here, some cloaks or rags or something like that. But nestled between the cloaks or rags are 3 glass vials.
Oh.
But as she's talking to Riven,
Yeah.
she just says "This is where I was born. This is where I'm going to die. I'm the priestess. I'm the guardian of the dead. And today is the festival where we pay our homage to the dead. If these orcs will be the end of me, if a scorpion will be the end of me, if monsters summoned by the gods are the end of me, I accept that end. But I'm not leaving. And I'm not leaving my people." And she motions across the town like this.
I take my bag off my shoulder and I turn around to the other two and I say, "Give me your rations." And then I start emptying out my bag.
Yeah, as you're emptying out your bag, I'll empty mine and I'll kind of whisper to the lady, what are these?
We're saving them for generations for a special purpose.
I do the same as the other two.
I give.
And
I
what do they
fit-
do?
They're potions of healing.
Okay. You can already heal.
This is a great blessing. Please take this food.
Thank you so much, madam.
Keep yourself safe. This should keep you going for. So I had 4 rations. What do you guys have?
I gave her my 5.
You had 5. I think you probably used 1, so you probably have 4 as
Yeah,
well.
whatever I had.
I've been taking them off. I had 8.
Oh, you had 8. Okay.
I don't think he had any because I was probably carrying his. So
You
those
were carrying
5 are-
Elijah's rations.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I was
Okay.
carrying my own. I
Unless
was
you have
keeping
them on your-
track of them a little bit.
No,
Oh, perfect. Then yeah.
You
Yeah,
were
he's got
carrying
one.
mine. I wasn't carrying. No, I was carrying
I
the weight
have
of mine.
2.
Then you got extra. Just yeah.
Okay, well, we give this lady, 11 rations, Neil? She's old. That can probably last her 3 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks. Last
Yeah.
her 2 weeks.
She takes
So-
the rations. She thanks you.
I'm
I
sure
say,
there's plenty of fucking
I'll be-
rations
I'll-
left in the town and stuff like that. I don't think we're
That's
doing
true.
anything great here.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
no,
We'll be
whatever.
back to check on you.
Don't worry your pretty little head about it.
And
I'll be
please,
okay. This is... I think there's a reason I was left alive. That was to take care of everyone after they've moved on.
Look after yourself, and please don't tell them anything we told you.
Of course not.
I give her another hug, and then I head
Pats
to
you
Rory.
gently and returns to dragging skeletons out of houses and neatly arranging them.
God, these orcs are fucking bastards, aren't they? This poor old lady.
Let's get out of here.
They seem to
Yeah,
be
let's
having
go.
fun.
Don't make excuses for them, Neil.
Roy will arrive in the boat, and he'll tell you that, shit's been happening back in Aknara. You got to get back there.
Yeah, all right, we got to get back.
We gotta go home.
What's
Okay.
happening? Or will he tell us next time?
I think he'll
When
tell
the
you next
party's
time.
all together. Yeah,
When the
okay.
party's all together. I don't know if we're going to get a solo session in with Jamie before the whole party's back together. That's the dream.
Mm,
I would like to do level ups today, though.
yes,
Well, let's just do it today.
please.
Let's do it today. And then just, cross our fingers and pray that
Wait.
there's no reason why you couldn't be leveling up. Like, no, let's hope that
Immediate fight.
that
Yeah.
that the
figure
solo
it.
session on the other side doesn't involve a ton of combat.
Well, he's not leveling up, is he?
We haven't run a session yet.
Right. Well, I mean, our XP is our XP. We're not sharing it with
Nope.
Jamie.
Of course
Okay,
not.
Good. Just
Okay.
making sure.
So we got a couple of things going on here, everyone. First off, everyone gets HP, and
Yes.
everyone's going to get some level of spells. The spells are going to be different for each of you.
Shit.
And we're going to do them all a little bit weirdly. So it might take a little while. And it might take a little while of like focusing on each person. So the first thing that we can all do together is HP. HP is great. HP is what we all love. Everybody in the party rolls a D8 for HP. And then those of you with high con bonuses, add your con bonuses.
And I just want to check. Last time I got my 4 con HP bonus.
Yeah, because you've got
You
11
know.
max. So
No, I know, but I'm not a fighter, so shouldn't I
Yes.
actually be limited to 2? Okay, I'm just making sure
no,
that's
part
right.
of your
Okay.
blessing is that you get the full 4.
Sweet.
So let's
Kind of
start with
want to.
what?
I was just gonna say, I kind of want to get rid of this first roll. I feel like it's gonna be really bad.
Yeah.
Well, then burn it right now.
All right, I'm burning
do
this
it.
one. Okay, good.
Ooh, okay. Who wants to go first?
I'm feeling
Hey.
Peach Owl on this one.
Oh,
no,
Peach
me?
Owl,
Okay.
sure. I know I'm confident. Ready?
Go for
Yeah,
it.
you're confident. Let's see.
Cedric Smith.
I saw that coming, man. I was going
One
to say one if it's a
HP.
1. Oh, brutal.
It is what it
It's
is. I
always
burned
the
it.
fucking fighter that gets the 1 HP.
You want a D8 from me?
Cedric, I'm seeing. Yeah, hold on. Let me just update Cedric's saving throws because I see they are unfilled in.
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
Okay. That is good for you to go. Now, Elijah Evans, you're going to be rolling a D8 plus 1 for hit points.
There you go.
All right.
6.
That'll
Not
bring
bad.
you to 12 total. And also, your saving throws are unupdated, so I will fix that as well.
Oh, mine are also unupdated.
Yeah, what's going on here? I thought we filled these out once upon a time.
Okay.
Okay, next
D8
up,
plus 4.
8 plus 4.
Minimum of 5. I'm not going to lie. Feels pretty fucking good.
Wow. Minimum
Classic.
of 5. Classic Riven. However, that is 16, which is not bad.
No, not bad.
And your saves, Riven, should be like this. Okay.
What? Wait, why are our saves so strong?
Your saves were 20s, which were bad.
No, I know, but 11 at level 2?
Yeah.
Is that legit?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're blessed by the gods. Damn it.
No, I know, but that's not like real for a level 2 character.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
14, 11, 13, 15, 12. Those are level 2 wizard
Not what
saves.
mine are. Oh, he's wizard. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it?
you're using
Okay.
cleric saves. He's using wizard saves. Okay.
Okay.
So first we're going to talk about our 2 sorcerers. You guys. Now, there was a graphic that I was going to have made for you, but our graphic artist disappeared off the face of the earth and we've been struggling to find it. So the beautiful graphics that I have made for you are not made for you, or that I ordered for you have been just completely abandoned by the one who shall not be named. Because he's probably scrying on us. It happens. So I'm going to tell you what's going on here. The 2 sorcerers each have 4 different spell trees. These 4 different trees each represent a different philosophy of your magic.
Oh.
I'm not going to tell you what those themes are. I'll let you sort of explore it, and then maybe one day we'll reveal it. But each of these different trees weaves and webs in its own way. And you're going to learn spells based on these skill trees. So let me pull up my document here. At first level, a sorcerer knows 1 spell from every focus, which is the tree, plus an additional spell. At second level, and all other levels that do not introduce a new spell level, the sorcerer may pick any one spell they have discovered to learn automatically, and then they may make an intelligence check on all other discovered spells. A sorcerer can chain learn as long as no spell is rolled for more than once. So, what that means is you're going to at least learn the basics. You're going to discover all of your low-level basic spells. And again, I don't have the beautiful graphics for you. So we're going to start with Peach Owl. Your first focus, the spell that you have from that focus right now is Message.
Okay.
The other first level spell in that focus is Dancing Lights. I'll tell you the name. You can decide if that's the one you want to learn or not. That you get to learn automatically, and then you get to roll for the others.
Gotcha.
Your second focus has Featherfall in it, and the other spell is Affect Normal Fires.
Okay.
Your third focus, you have 2 learned spells in, Burning Spray and Create Water, and the third spell of that focus is Wall of Fog. And your last focus, you have Fist of Stone already, but it also contains Fire Burst, Log of Everburning, and Lasting Breath.
Oh, shit.
Right. So that gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spells that you have discovered, but you have not learned. You get one of them for free, and then you get to make intelligence checks on the others.
Really intelligence, Neil? What's Elijah's intelligence?
It's pretty good. 9.
Oh, okay. Mine's 12, so I feel better now.
So which... I know I just gave you a ton of information.
Can you tell me the
Dancing
first, the one from the
Lights.
first focus again?
Dancing Lights.
Sounds horrible.
The next one was Affect Normal Fires.
I'm going to let you on a little... I think I had Dancing Lights in Outcasts. Now, you might be able to infer something from that based on the number of times you saw me cast it.
Yeah. Okay. I think the way I'm imagining this is maybe Elijah has an intuition that something related to these, concepts he could do, and now he kind of makes a decision as to, which one he would want to do the most, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Elijah really likes this idea of becoming a badass superhero, and getting out there and doing shit. And that last one, that was 2. It was Everlasting Breath.
Fire Burst, Log of Everburning, and Lasting Breath.
Yeah, specifically Lasting Breath, and
Sting breath.
and Fire Burst sound like something that Elijah would want to do, that you'd want to explore. So I'm going to go with that focus.
Okay, so you get to pick one of those spells, Lasting Breath or Fire Burst, that you automatically learn, and then you get to roll for as many others as you want.
I got a quick question.
Yeah.
Is this like a tech tree? Like the further you go down, quote unquote, the better the spells will be?
We're just going to slowly figure it out.
Yep. Are we still at the mercy of maximum spells per level?
No.
Okay.
And what was the fog spell called again?
Wall of Fog.
And which other spell was in that focus?
Burning Spray and Create Water.
Yeah.
Wait, do you get to pick one from each focus and roll for the others in that focus?
At second level, you just get one spell, and then you get to roll for whatever you want. At a different level...
Why wouldn't you roll for everything?
You probably will roll for everything.
Okay.
You have a max amount of spells or no?
No.
Okay.
That's what Neil just said, yeah.
You know what? Give me the fog.
Wall of Fog.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you have any... The spells Burning Spray, Create Water, and Wall of Fog are all in the same focus.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what those 3 things have in common? You don't have to. And I'm sure your ideas will change.
Burning Spray, Create Water, and Wall of Fog. They all seem vaguely evaporation related. I play Connections. I know the...
Okay.
They're all creation related, like conjuration. My guy.
Interesting ideas. You will automatically learn Wall of Fog. Now, unless you don't want to learn any of these others for some reason, let's just roll intelligence checks for the rest.
Yep. How many?
So starting with Dancing Lights.
I got
Why don't you
you.
roll me?
What do I have to hit here?
Click your intelligence button.
You need a 21 or higher on your intelligence.
Just, I
bud.
need to know what I'm aiming for, Moot.
Oh,
12.
21.
21. Ooh, no Dancing Lights. I'm so sorry.
Shit spell.
Oh.
Who cares?
I will caveat though, some of the spells have changed, so it might actually be better.
Affect normal fires.
I got this one.
Oh.
Welcome to the
This is
joy
why we
of
make
being
sure
a
you
wizard.
get one free
Nope.
spell, no matter what. Fire Burst.
This one's free.
Sounds good.
Oh, come on, man.
Boo. Log of Everburning.
Very good spell.
Woo!
Good.
There you go. And last but not least, Lasting Breath.
Come on, Papa needs a new pair of shoes. Let's go.
There you go.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Not bad.
Okay. So you've learned 1, 2, 3 spells. I'll add them to your spell list and everything
Hell yeah.
in between
That's
sessions.
better than an average wizard gets.
That's true.
3 spells on level up, yeah?
You will also gain an additional 4 MP.
Holy
Let's
shit.
go.
Double the amount of spells.
Yep. That's 2.
And you can Featherfall us, which is sick.
The spells I just learned, these are all
Featherfall,
second level spells.
First level spells.
First level spells. Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all first level spells cost 4 MP, right?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So now you can cast 2 first level spells
Oh,
or a
that's
first
so
level
much
spell with
better.
a modifier.
Oh, God. I just got such a huge fucking buff.
Yes. Okay. Moving on to our other sorcerer. Now, the difference, as we're going to find very quickly between your two classes, there's a lot, but Peach Owl's abilities tend to be a lot more direct, but there are fewer of them. And you're going to have a lot more indirect things, but there's going to be a lot more of them. So you actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 spells that you've discovered.
It's like Growl, where he had like a million spells and none of them
Holy.
did anything.
Yeah, like a cleric, yeah.
So let's start with your first focus. The first focus is where you get the shield spell.
Okay.
Good.
You get Alarm in this area, Hold Portal, Protection from Evil, Protection from Vermin, and as an improvement on your shield spell, as in like because you've learned shield, you now have access to these other things. You also have Glancing Blow and Gaze Reflection that you've learned, or that you've discovered. There's a lot.
Yeah, okay.
Your
None of them
next-
particularly stand out. I would suspect maybe that's some sort of self-protection spells.
Okay. Your next focus is where you have Taunt, and you have discovered the spells Comprehend Languages, Charm Person, and Detect Magic.
Okay.
Brand
Your,
language is good.
Charm person is good.
your next focus is where you have Wizard Mark, and also discovered are Separate, Reveal Doors, Erase, Jump, and Mending.
Okay.
And your last focus is where you have Unseen Servant and Shocking Grasp. And also within here are Cantrip, Dictation, and Tensor's Floating Disc.
Tensor's disc is real good.
Answers disc, cool.
I feel like that's
All
the
good
one that I've
spells.
seen cast the most in all the campaigns, yeah.
No more damage spells. Yeah. Okay. I'm worrying
So-
about my ability to fight as we move on, but I'll trust in. I'll
You got a
trust in the process.
slingshot,
I
bro.
do
You're
appreciate.
fine.
Yeah. I got my slingshot. All right, Neil. Just read them all out to me again. And I'm gonna pick one.
Yeah, Alarm, Hold Person. Oh, I'm sorry. Alarm, Hold Portal, Glancing Blow, Gaze Reflection, Protection from Evil, Protection from Vermin, Comprehend Languages, Charm Person, Detect Magic, Separate, Reveal Doors, Erase, Jump, Mending, Cantrip, Dictation, Tensor's Floating Disc.
Charm person.
All right, that is the one we learned. And what do we think that focus is? It also has Taunt in it.
Taunt, charm person. What were the others?
Comprehend magic, detect. Comprehend languages, detect magic.
Mind. Like you told me that was mind, soul, summoning, and that kind of sounds like mind. Like charm person is affecting someone's mind. Comprehend language is affecting your own mind. Taunt is affecting the enemy's mind. What else was it?
Detect magic.
Oh, detect magic. I'm not so sure how that fits in, but
Okay. Well, you have learned that. I'll add it to all your sheets. Why don't we start on one side and we'll just make intelligence checks across the board. Do you need to burn anything? Are you good to go?
no. I'm going. There's so many rolls that like I feel like
It's
the law
it's
of
a lot.
averages are on my in my favor here. I should learn over half of these. So
He says right before he learns less than a quarter.
if how
Tensors
many are there total? How many rolls total?
3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
I should be expecting like 9 or 10 out of this. So
Okay.
that's my expectation. Yeah,
Well, why don't you roll for Tensor's floating disc?
27. Am I writing these down, or are you making
I'm
it? Put them
marking
on my
it.
character sheets. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
I will take care of all the work. Dictation. Oh my god,
Oh,
so
boys.
good. Cantrip.
Boys. Okay.
No. Wizard he always wanted to be. Mending.
We don't need that. You can roll low on that.
Jump.
I like mending.
Erase. Reveal doors.
We need.
Separate. There you
I don't know
go.
what that is.
I don't know what that means
Detect
either.
magic. You got that one. Comprehend languages.
Yep.
Okay. Protection from vermin.
Nope.
Protection from evil.
Yep.
There you go. Hold portal. Nope. Alarm.
Yep.
Excellent. And learning alarm reveals that there is another first level spell that was locked behind it. Both
Alarm's good.
alarm and hold portal lead to soundproof, which you can learn
Get
now
that,
if you
Nick.
want.
Oh,
I can roll
Get
on that as
that,
well, yeah?
Nick.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. So that was 13. No, 17
Well,
rolls in the end.
We're almost done. Oh, no, never mind. Did we do glancing blow and gaze reflection? I don't think so.
No.
They're on a different line. Yeah. Give me glancing blow.
Yep.
Yes, Nick. Yes.
Give me gaze reflection.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's really good.
Basilisk, baby.
Okay. So
Immunity
As
to
I said-
basilisk.
spell
I will
count difference
say
between you guys quite a bit.
That having weak spells but loads of them is so much more powerful when you can cast them at will and don't have
that's
to
true.
pre-prepare them.
Yeah.
So this is more powerful than it might
Yeah.
seem on the surface. So
It's
I'm
insane.
Very happy with how that's played out. Yeah.
Okay.
So I go up to 8 magic power.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. Excellent. Now our cleric. You
I don't know
don't
what-
get choices.
Sorry, I don't know what Rolling Fog or the soundproof one that you got do together, but I feel like we can probably combo them for some insane shit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, wall of flog and soundproof. We can sneak past those guards, maybe even if we were still on the island.
Yeah. Actually. I don't get to choose.
You don't get to choose. You just get all the cleric spells.
Let's see.
At this
Let's see what
level.
we got.
So your next spell that you're going to learn, the first one here, is called Sleeping Touch. You put a willing
good.
creature into a restful sleep by touching them. An unwilling creature is allowed to make a saving throw at +4 to avoid the effects. However, the casting time is like 5 minutes, so it's not like a combat spell. But
Nap. Pog.
yeah, the target of this blessing needs to be in contact with the cleric for the duration of the time. And it's an at-will, whenever you want, no MP required. You can just... Anyone that's having trouble falling asleep,
cool.
Cleric of Martha, you can just help them fall asleep. Easy peasy. You got a prisoner who's being fucking loud, just hold on to them and keep
Yeah.
channeling it until they fail their saving throw.
Not bad.
All
I
right.
like that, yeah. And
like
the fact
that.
that
It's
it
really
doesn't
cool.
cost any magic power is great.
Yeah.
Your,
I don't run on MP. Yeah.
Oh, you haven't even got it right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Your next ability, and I'll add all these to your character sheet, is a chant called Song of Refuge. It is available to you. You channel it just like your other chants, like Chant of Protection and Chants of Peace. This one is allies who are adjacent to you. That does not include yourself. It's just your allies. Gain a +1 to AC. So anyone that you want to stand next to,
really good.
you want to put,
Really
3 of your allies in front of you. You stand 1 rank behind them. They all get +1 AC.
Cool.
Your next one, you already have Detect Magic. Nope, these are all the universal ones. All right, now this is the fun one. This is one of our fun ones. This is your first consecration, your first real.
Ooh.
You got Fertility Totem. This is a real consecration. It takes a week to cast. It requires a hand-carved statue of Martha at least 20 feet tall, and it consecrates an area. Within that area of effect, you double the rate of natural healing. You grant a +2 to everyone's saving throws and a +1 on all con checks for anyone in that zone. This is the sort of thing that
enemies included.
For all within the zone. Yes.
Yeah.
This is the sort of
That's
thing that
cool.
you would like bless your town with. Or in it, like if you wanted to create like a temple or something, depending on how visible you wanted it to be, you would be creating the blessing of Martha, which is permanent for this area for as long as the statue remains consecrated and worshipped.
That's sick.
That's really cool.
I might have to do that on some downtime, yeah.
What's so good about this system is the differentiation between cleric and wizard or sorcerer in terms of like how they cast and how they work.
Okay. And that's it. You only get a few.
No, I'm happy with those. Yeah, those are sick.
So what did you get? The sleeping, the consecration,
And the AC.
and
Bonus.
the AC. Yeah.
How big of an area does it affect?
The consecrated area. Ooh, I didn't write that down. Shit. How did
Think
I
about
not
it.
write this down? I think it is. I need to review my notes. I think it's like line of sight up to a certain range. So like you have to still see the statue. I think
Got
the
it.
range
But
is
like you could put it in like the middle of your town and then
You could
maybe
put it-
get the whole town.
Yeah, for a small village, you could totally do it for that. If you put it inside of a building, everyone in the building definitely who can see the statue. But the range is going to be on the orders of like hundreds of feet, many hundreds of feet.
It's pretty cool, isn't it? Because if you're like truly openly worshipping Martha, you could put up on a plinth in the center of town, and then everyone can see it everywhere. Whereas if it's just hidden away in a building, then it's only going to affect the people in that building.
Which
I was kind of thinking like it's like the Jesus, the
Yeah,
touchdown
yeah.
Jesus guy. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking it was like the Christ the Redeemer and
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Same,
Rio de Janeiro, but
Yeah.
same thing.
Well,
same guy.
you'll note that the Cleric of Malchus is going to get a similar power variant thing. I'm not going to say what it is, but like you could get a statue of Astaire or Martha or Malchus or Verasi or Tempos or Nadinus, and you could, in theory, you could get a town with all of them, and you could visit each different temple to do your own little thing.
Cool.
Sweet.
Okay. No additional
Anything
saving
else?
throws, no additional proficiencies or non-weapon proficiencies, but we got HP and we got spells for everyone.
Awesome.
And when we come back next time, we will have either the whole party together or we will just have Jamie's solo session where we figure out what Zephyr has been up to, because someone scary is coming to meet Zephyr. Selma Tailwind.
Thank you for subscribing on Patreon if you have. If you have not, make sure to go to chastityking.com/save or die to subscribe on Patreon.
What's Chastity
We don't know
King?
And we don't know.
Chastity King. I mean, it is a real website. Yeah.
I don't know, and I don't want to know.
All I can think of is Robin Hood Men in Tights at the very end when they like try to get the key to unlock the woman's chastity belt. What's her name? Princess Maid Marian.
Maid Marian, yeah.
Yeah. If you haven't seen Robin Hood Men in Tights, it's solid.
I was going to say that is not the first time you've referenced that movie. It's not the second time you've referenced
You
that
do
movie.
bring up that movie a lot, yeah.
You like that movie, yeah.
Well,
it
it's
comes up a
Dave
lot.
Chappelle and Carrie Elwes's best movie.
It's Dave Chappelle in it. I did not know that.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle's in it. And the dude from The Princess
he?
Bride makes an actually good movie.
Does he hate the people wearing tights because they
No,
come
he's
across
one
as
of the
too
men in
feminine?
tights.
Oh, well. Future Dave Chappelle wouldn't be doing that.
Oh, true.